Hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, 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 hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, whoa, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi. Hi, hello, hi, Sigurd. Hello, hi, Mimic Chest, Hog Cranker, Malfun. I'd listen, man. Listen, man, I'm not cranking nobody's hog here, you know. No, there we are not rotating pigs, okay? We are not feeding porks into turbines, okay? Thank you for the bits, Alex. Thank you for gigantic ring cam. That's the face that I make when you ask me if I'm cranking your hog. I'm not, okay? Listen, man. This is all right. Well, 0 seconds to jerk off jokes. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Hi, Controlo. Hi, Controlo. Hi. What was that intro? Would oh, yeah. That's my intro screen. You like it? Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool? It was really nice. I'm really happy with it. I was thinking of getting a Deltarune version done, but I would need two other people to also do it, or I could do like two Tillies maybe. I don't know. I have to think about it, but I'm thinking of getting one of those. Yes. They put me under the table. They're not under the tail. Yeah, they put me under the tail. You know, I would be a very fucking annoying boss because my gimmick would be like, you have to like you have to say horrific things to make me cry, so then the tears block my vision because otherwise I can see into the future and predict your moves. Yeah, it's bad. See, he's gonna play that interesting because he's gonna play Deltarune today. Deltarune version with Kogrin and Oh, that would be cute. I was thinking about with those two. But I don't know if it would be good for like a catch-all intro screen. But we are not playing Deltarune today. I'm sorry. I think we're gonna do a bonus on Monday where we'll play Deltarune. But we're gonna play Doom because I want to play Doom today because I had a lot of fun with Doom yesterday and it was really good and really fun and exciting. So I was enjoying that. So we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep playing Doom today. Oh, so an Deltarune, yeah, you gotta go. All right, okay, all right, fucking, you're not a Malfriend, you're a Deltarune head, Delta head, you fucking stinker, you smelly beast, huh? Huh? Okay, just kidding. All right, you almost broke my heart. I was gonna cry. I was gonna burst into tears, big wet Ghibli tears, big goopy ugly slime filled Ghibli tears. It was gonna be bad. It was gonna be gruesome. Yeah, I've got Bubby behind me, and Bubby just got up because Bubby's on the bed behind me. You like Doom? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I love Doom. It's fun. Bubby's on the bed behind me, and she was like lying facing me earlier. And as soon as I started talking, she got up and turned around and pressed her head against the wall, like behind the pillow. I think she doesn't like it when I stream because she doesn't like hearing me yammer and talk and say weird stuff all the time. Or maybe she just doesn't like boner jokes. I don't know. Who knows, you know? But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing good. It's been a whole day. I know, two streams in 2 days. It's crazy. I go all week without seeing you guys, and then 2 days in a row. Isn't it something? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that good, man? Man, I was playing. I ended up staying up really late, and I played with. I played. I was playing. Peak with Vera Similia and Lore Master of Sotek and Melisandre. Melisande? I don't remember. She was very nice. Everyone was very nice and fun. Um, it was good. It was good. I had a lot of fun, but I was up way too late. I went to bed at like 5 or 6 in the morning. It was that part was not so good. That part was not so good. Is Vera friends with Lore Master? Yeah, Vera's friends with Lore Master. They're friends via like Warhammer stuff. I don't know. Vera's friends with like everybody, so I don't know. Vera's friends with everybody. It's very cool. Yeah, Vera's friends with like literally everyone. He just wandered in here. No, he got brought in here from a raid with Vera. And then I was hanging out with him. That totally makes sense. Yeah, it very much makes sense. Yeah. And then I was hanging out in his stream and he was like, "Hey, you want to hop on and do this and this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So 2 in the morning, I found myself playing Peak with those friends. It was very nice. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, Lore Master's cool. I like Lore Master. He's a very nice guy. He's very, very fun. Um, yeah. It was good. It was good. So I mean, like we're probably gonna do what we were doing, yesterday. We're gonna play our little games. We're not gonna do no surprise collabs today unless somebody fucking rolls up and is just like, "Hey man, collab with me now." Which is probably not gonna happen. But we had our little surprise backshot collab yesterday. That was a lot of fun. That was the first time I've had a Voltier has come around quite a bit. And that was the first time I've ever really done anything with him. He was very, very fun, very nice guy. Spent a lot of time with a lot of people. Surprise was, so yeah, buckshot roulette, smile. Smile, buckshot roulette, smile. Why? Would I say something else? Would I have said anything else? Smile. No. We played with Full Tier, and we played with Flea Flicker, and we played with that fucking dog Omo. As we know, we love Omo in this house, but we can't be too nice to him because we have to be nice behind his back. We can't be nice to his face. Don't surprise your friends with back shots. I wasn't the one who was surprised. It was me. They were just like, hey, come collab with us, and I was like, okay. Back shot roulette, yeah, man. Back shot roulette. You know, if you're not, if you got to be. I don't know. Although I don't know if you win, you get the back shots, or if you lose. I don't know if it's like winner gets fucked in the ass or not. I don't know how that works. It depends on your attitude about the whole situation. Hi Billy, hi. Are you feeling any better? You were sick yesterday. Do you feel better? I hope you feel better. You know, you're allowed to make Billy. You're allowed to make conversation before this. Besides the same thing you do every single time. By the way, smile. Hi Sakamoto. Hi. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Did someone say back shots? Oh yeah, that would drag you out of the abyss, wouldn't it? Sakamoto, I'm sorry I wasn't able to catch your stream last night. I'm sorry. I saw you go live, but I was just like winding down at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I was just like, I'm sorry. I really wanted to go visit, but I had to like go collapse in bed. Otherwise, I was gonna explode. Backshots roulette, on the other hand, is a friendly activity for the whole gang to engage in. Exactly, and boy, did we ever engage. It was a fun. It was a fun stream. We were playing like if you tell a lie and you're caught out in it, you get shot. If you're telling the truth. No, if you tell it was like tell the truth or a lie. It was like truth and a lie, right? And I had lies where it was just like, yeah, I used to like lick batteries all day long, or like lies were just like, I have like 12 sisters and they all beat me with like socks full of bars of soap in the middle of the night. And I tricked quite a couple people. See, because it's consensual. Exactly. You joined hearing you talk about taking back shots. I mean, listen, it was not about me particularly. It was just, the conversation was kind of around back shots in general, which is fine. It wasn't about me in particular taking them. I wasn't receiving or providing. This was just back shot adjacent conversation, which is, something we should be able to do as adults here in this Twitch chat, right? Hi, AI1340. Hi, hello. Mwah. You say you're only nice to him behind his back. Would you call him cute on the high one while talking about your indirect shared showering? That's not true. I don't know why you'd lie or make things up or say things that are very obviously I would never do anything or say anything like that. I feel like AI, you're known for notoriously saying things that get under my skin, and you're doing it right now. I don't think anybody would believe you on that. I think is very clearly unso. Doom, hi Fizzbuzz, hi. Fizzbuzz, have you done any fun math lately? Fizzbuzz, I'm sorry, I don't know, man. Fizzbuzz always does such fun math streams, and they're fun in the sense where I look at them and it looks like I'm looking at like hieroglyphics, and it looks like I'm like looking at them and I can feel my brain starting to buckle underneath like whatever it is he's fucking doing. He's doing like math, like he's doing math. He's doing crazy math, and that's just hard. That's just like a nightmare. I'm literally crying just thinking about it. I'm actually like, tears are running down my face. Actually, I think I'm having like an allergic reaction or something to math. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. It actually was about me particularly, though. You said it wasn't them. I was the one who got surprised. Okay, all right, listen. Just because you caught me in what I said less than 3 minutes ago doesn't mean anything, okay? I'm allowed to say things and then completely contradict them in 2 sentences later. Hi, Fourth Ace. Hi, Fourth Ace. Not a meth head or a math head. I'm neither of those things. Did you didn't realize the math hex would work? Dude, you know that I'm allergic to numbers. If it's not the number 9, then it pains me greatly. I sit here and I bleed blue gelatin whenever somebody brings up the number 7. It fucking sucks. I hate that shit, man. It's awful. But like you always do, it's like these crazy like high level like math concepts where you're like, I literally like, it's so far above me I can't even begin to conceive of what the concept is. Like you're like I don't know. Like I can't. It's like, have you ever seen something or like saw like some kind of like scientific document where it was like, if somebody asked you, hey man, what's this about? Like you literally could not even begin to be like, hey, it's about like geology. It's like so far beyond that. You know, it's about like it's I don't know. I don't know. Math is crazy. Four is a good one. Four is all right. I mean, it's no nine, but it's just decent. Hi, Soup. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Mwah. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? It's good. It's a Saturday night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Smile. Smile. Saturday night. Yeah, it's like when you you know, the like, yeah, well, that's the problem, AI. I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just stuck mumbling like a fucking valley girl. You know, I'm sitting here just like, oh, well, you know, how, like, you know, when the thing does that, and, you know, like, it's kind of a little bit similar to this, you know, I'm stuck here talking like a fucking not like a person who doesn't know math. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Hi, Flea Flicker. Hi, Flea Flicker. Thanks for the collab yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I liked shooting you in the face because you like Star Wars. That was funny. Saturday. It's Saturday night, baby. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. Thank you here. Oh no, this is not work. Well, let's go over to our Tilly screen. There. I'll give you a Tilly. Hi, Cowboy Pascal, by the way. Hi, hello. Thank you for Tilly. Thank you for Tilly. And hi, Ina. Hi, Ina. Hi. Hi, Ina. Hello. Mwah. Mwah. My God. It's Saturday. It is definitely Saturday. It's allegedly Saturday. You know, the other day, yesterday, it was Friday, so that makes today Saturday. You know, it's cool how that works. It's cool how the world do be revolving. That's a little Deltarune reference for any of you guys in the know. The world revolving. Wow, big brain. Hashtag references. Do you guys like referential humor? Do you guys like when I bring up other things from other pieces of media and like smile knowingly at the camera, like smile reference, smile. I've referenced something. Aren't you so excited? Or don't you love it when I reference thing? You know, it's so cool. You got routed a bit because Buckshot wasn't working on your end for a bit, but yeah, we distracted the crowd until you were able to make your grand appearance. It was good. We had a little fresh blood on the sand for you. It was nice. 2018, man, bring you back. You want to 2018, that was like what? 6, 7, 8 years ago? 2018 was 8 years ago? No, wait. Yeah, it was 8 years ago, right? 7? Fuck, man, I was close. See, I told you I can't do math. If Deltarune says the world is round, I believe it. Deltarune is pretty spherical. No, you don't like referential humor, Ace? I find that hard to believe. Actually. You know, there's more to life than big fat women, you know, Ace? Not much more to life, but there is more, right? You know, and just so you know. Do you know where the word Saturday comes from? No. Where does it come from? Tell me. Can you educate me? Can I learn? Can I learn something new today? You pointed the screen and clap. See? Ina loves it when I say like, "Hey guys, did you know that in Star Wars they had lightsabers?" And she goes, "Wow!" And she claps her hands like a seal. Yeah. 2018 was 3 years ago. 25 minus 18, bro. Listen, man. I try not to think about things that aren't like what's directly in front of me. Basically, I have to, like, the way that my life has to function is I have to have basically something directly in front of me. High concepts are pretty difficult, and that includes subtraction, double digit numbers. Okay, all right. I don't wear shoes with laces on them for a reason. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Make them big enough, and there isn't. That is true. Make them big enough till you can't see anything else, and then you kind of run out of space. Don't forget to jingle your keys. Yeah, please jingle my keys. Jingles my keys. It comes from a man called Flaccid Malphon. I wonder who that is. Who is that? I've never heard of a guy like that. What's the what? Who? Huh? I feel like you're making that up. You're making things up. That's not a real thing. That's not a real thing or a real person. Okay? Me when I lie. Saturn gay? Alright, Soup. We're sending you to the fucking gulag for that one. We're sending you directly to the 8 millionth layer of hell for saying Saturn gay about everybody's favorite day of the week. What's your guys' favorite day of the week? Saturday is probably the majority of most people's favorite day of the week. I'm pretty partial to, like, I like Tuesdays. I'm a big fan of Tuesdays, to be honest with you. Tuesdays are good days because those are like MMO reset days, you know, or like patch days tend to be. And I really like, you know, like a big portion of my life is like based around like waiting for arbitrary timers to run out in massive multiplayer online role playing games. So Tuesdays are pretty big days for me. Wednesday, Friday, all those are good days too. I like that we got 7 days in the week. What do you think? How hard do you think it would be to get everybody to agree to add a new day to the week? What would you guys call the new day to the week? I think I would call it Malfon Day. I think if we had to like add a day between like, I would put a day between like, I don't know, Saturday and Sunday, and I would call it Malfon Day, and everybody would get the day off, and they would, but you wouldn't be able to go outside because that's my day to go outside, So everyone else has to stay in. Yeah, let's play some games. Let's play a game. Let's hang out. Let's play a game. Let's do connections. I want to do connections. I've been liking connections a lot lately. All right, let's do connections. Let me scooch myself over here. Is that when MalfCon happens? You know it, sister. MalfCon is going to be the greatest event on this side of the hemisphere. This side of the Western world, we're going to have MalfCon, and it's going to be great. I'm going to turn the sun off for 3 straight days so that I can actually go meet the Mal friends. Colonization Day? I don't know about that one. Umbola? What did he mean by this? Is this your new day, Fourth Ace? Are you just making stuff up? Ace, when you gonna collab with me? When you gonna get on the Malf stream? Come on, man. When you gonna get in this bitch, huh? I thought you said you were gonna make me wear a dress. So, either put up or shut up, big boy. I like it. I don't hate it. It's not the worst sound. All right. Oh, look. Blow, glass, funk, stink, eat, bite, rock, metal, cage, emo, eno, rule, Reich, pop, suck, slay. Pop, rock, metal, funk? Music? No. How about emo? You'll collab on OnlyFans? Sorry, I use Fansly, so you're gonna have to maybe reorient yourself on that one. The Romans kept adding new months to their fucking calendar. That's true. What was it? August and July were new months added by the Romans. If they can do it, then why can't we? Right? I mean, surely we can definitely get the entire globe to agree over adding a new month called like, I don't know, fucking, America month. Smile. I don't know. I didn't have anything for you guys. You need the Malf Ace fanfic? Write it yourself, sister. You can do it. I believe in you. Stink, blow, bite, suck. What did he mean by this? What does he mean by this? You missed the moth? What moth? You got a moth? What moth? How about Rule, Reich, Eno is the one I don't know what to do. Pop, emo, rock, metal, funk. Let's try that one. No. Emo, metal, funk, pop. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Stink, suck, blow, slay, things I do. I like that you included slay, so I wasn't entirely just like a little writhing degenerate on the ground. I do appreciate you gave me one thing that's not just like, hey man, this dude sucks. Mothman? Oh, Mothman's around. They're in the Discord sometimes. Mothman hangs out sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, we can see. Well, not often, but they come to visit, and when we do, we're always excited. We always say hi, good to see you, thank you for coming to visit. Hello, mwah. Bite is better, but all right, come on, man. You gave me one thing, and you're taking it away from me. Do I like metal at all? I'm not crazy about it. I used to listen to it more when I was younger, but not as much now. Nowadays, I listen to like folk, obviously. I like the Mountain Goats a lot. I listen to whatever this stuff is that I play while I'm streaming. So, yeah, that kind of stuff. I'm not like, I listen to music when I'm driving in the car, but like if I'm like doing stuff on my computer, I'm like listening to like a stream of like a friend or something like that. So I'm really not listening to much music these days. Or I'm playing a game, I guess. And when I'm playing games, I always have someone else's stream going on in the background. So I'm not like a huge music dude anymore. I've got a big collection of like vinyls on my shelf, and I've got a record player. And I used to do it more frequently. I used to cook and put on my vinyls and dance and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun, but I just don't do it as much these days. Kind of because I don't have as much space as I used to, because I don't have I rent a room basically, so I don't have like it feels a little rude to me to be playing like loud music, you know. So I don't really do it as much. Electronic lo-fi renditions of I'm Blue. Okay, Fizzbuzz, you seem to really have been locked on at that one. Listen, it's on theme. It's on brand. All right. I'm sorry they did the Fizz, but do you listen? We're fit. You got Buzz, right? We could play you like I don't know. Is there like does Buzz Lightyear have a leaf motif in the Toy Story movie? Do we need to play you like the B movie soundtrack, Mr. Buzz, John Buzz? You know. Right? Do we have to do this? Hi, Kogo. Mwah. Hi. Crazy words today. They are kind of crazy today. He is blue. I am blue. I am blue. You know. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Kogorin scolded me for being like, wow, I like this character. And her like color scheme was like very red. And she was like, she's not blue. You can't like that character. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't like that character? I have to like blue characters because I'm blue? And she was like, yes. And I was like, wow, okay. All right, okay. Tall Smurf. I'm regular sized. Smile. Cage, suck, bite, blow. All things you can do with redacted. My goodness. All yeah, exactly. All things you can do with like a watermelon or something. I don't know, man. Smurf drinker, Smurf slurper, you're such a fucked up beast. You're such a wretched little evil creature. I can only drink Pepsi Blue. Okay, was it Pepsi or was it Coke who made like the Crystal Zero or whatever? Like, was it Pepsi? Was it Coke Zero or no, Coke Crystal, Pepsi Crystal, the clear stuff? I don't know why. Like, I feel I don't know. I don't know why. Like that was like I remember reading about that. And it was like this big like thing where it was like this awful, horrible thing that they did. Did it like taste bad? Like it's just clear soda. Cage the Watermelon. Listen, that's a hit new album. That's my hit new band in which you fight the establishment from the perspective of fruit-based warfare. You know. Hi Evo. Hi, welcome in. Mwah. You had a fantastical idea come to you last night. Which idea was that? Which idea was that? Smurf sucker. Don't call me that. Evil. Eno Glass Cage Reich. Okay, we'll try those ones. Those sound like music producers, right? Contemporary composer, yeah, like Brian Eno, Reich. Who is Reich? That's interesting. Let's see. Bite, eat, suck. I don't know. I only know Eno and Glass. I only know Eno, and I don't know. I guess there's Crystal, Pepsi, and Coca-Cola Clear. That's kind of like, I don't know, man. You know, I like the Orb soda. I do like Orbs. I feel like we kind of are missing out on having like more creatively like designed like drink containers. I feel like people would like to drink out of Orbs. You know, I feel like if you give me like an orb to hold in one hand while I was walking around and drinking out of it, I think I would enjoy that, right? You know, like I think like drinking out of like pyramid shaped objects, that's cool. It's just I feel like we've cans have been done to death, right? You know, cans in like regular like cylindrical bottles, it's old, right? We need something new. You know, let me drink out of a pyramid. Olympic shot put tossing competitions, but it's Kogerin instead of metal balls. I do like that idea. I do like grabbing Kogerin by her tail and spinning around until she flies off into the sunset. Philip Glass. My biggest dream as a kid and also right now is to drink Ecto Cooler. Isn't Ecto Cooler Orbs? What is this? Orbs. What the fuck? This is just microplastics. You're just feeding me microplastics. I think I can talk to I have a friend who lives out in Arizona, and he drinks Ecto Cooler. I could probably ask him to send some my way, and then I can send it your way if you're interested in that kind of thing. Non-carbonated fruit beverage produced by the Clearly Food and Beverage Company of Canada, makers of Clearly Canadian, made with floating edible fruit-flavored jelly beads. That's cute. Texturally enhanced alternative beverage. This seems like something that I would create as a bit. This seems like a joke that I would do. Be like, hey man, you know what we need in our, you know what I need in my drink? Debris. You know what I need? You know what I've really been missing is particulate. You know, I feel like milk is milk and orange juice have the dubious honor of being the only drinks with pulp in them. I feel like we can extend that grace to other fluids, right? You know. I feel like that's what we could do. Whoa! Hi, Mickey Noon. Thank you for the Wii sub. Thank you for the Wii sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're in this bitch and you are not getting out. You want to drink from an orb held in the palm of my hand? Exactly. Exactly. We like, you know, I feel like the pyramid is the next big container. You know, the pyramid is the next, because it's like, it's perfectly flat for your palm. It's balanced easy so it won't fall over when you put it down, right? It's easy to stack and store. Pyramid-based bottles are the future, mark my word. We have the product down just for you down here at Buzz Balls. Oh yeah, Buzz Balls. People hated Orbits. I mean, I can see why. I can see why. Your milk has pulp? Yeah, you got milk without pulp? That's fucked up, dog. You're getting screwed. Giving you the runaround. Could have been on the Boba Wave bit, but it was too soon. Yeah, you know what? That's true. Fight Mickey Noon. Oh, you can fight Mickey. Fight Mickey. Listen, I will Fizzbuzz, I will pay for your flight to Mickey Noon to go beat him up with big boxing gloves that have like big like ring cam emotes on the front. Oh, the first ever Malfriend boxing match. The orbs will feast upon my digestive tract. I wish they wouldn't do that. I feel like it's just, I don't know. This is just a bit. This is my bit. All right, let's do our puzzle. You stand no chance, a little stem man. Oh, those are fighting words, but probably also true. I mean, what if he brings cool Fizzbuzz? What if he brings Fizzbuzz wearing sunglasses? What are you gonna do then? I feel like sunglasses make you like immediately a better fighter. Like it's the intimidation factor, you know. I can see Mickey Noon peeing a little bit when he sees sunglasses Fizzbuzz step into the ring. You know, that's just my personal opinion. Let's do blow, slay, rock, bite. Ways to hit somebody. No. You can rock somebody, you can blow somebody, you can rock and rule them. Slay. No. Yeah. Not be good. Bite, blow, stink, suck. Do exceptionally well. Okay. Nah. It was an interesting puzzle because of the words, but see, you knew it. Yeah, you did know it. You told me, but I didn't listen. Like some kind of chump, like some kind of joker. Let's do a Scrandle. The last time we did Scrandle, it was all fucked up. I want to see today's Scrandle. We're gonna turn off evil mode. I told you the answer and you acted like I was a troglodyte. Well, okay, you are a troglodyte, but that's unrelated to whether you had the answer right or not. You know, you are a little knuckle dragging, window licking beast, but that doesn't mean you can't be right. I'll just still do. You could have both. You know, smile. All right, let's do Scrandle. Sausages, mash and gravy, and oh nuts. Oh nuts. Oh no. Here, let me shrink myself down a little bit. Let's see. Inside a Yorkshire pudding. Okay, what is Yorkshire pudding? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what Yorkshire pudding is? Ina, are you here? Do you know what Yorkshire pudding is? What is that? Whenever somebody says pudding, I always think of like a sweet, like a chocolate pudding or like a vanilla. I don't ever think of like a savory thing. No, the answer is no. Nobody knows. Okay, so the British have just been like, well, this is a questionable substance. Let's eat it. Left. You want left? I mean, we're probably gonna pick left. It's a left. It's on the left. Yeah, but like, what is it? Someone nutted in those O's. Listen, I mean, you know, I wasn't gonna say anything about it. I just want to know what it is. This is probably like, this is a good amount of food for $9. That's the pudding. The whole thing is the pudding. This whole thing. I thought pudding was like a substance, like a not like a fluid, but like a. I would say pudding is like a paste consistency, right? If you had to categorize what kind of viscosity pudding has, I would put it very similar to like paste, right? You know, I would consider, or you know, because it's not like I wouldn't consider putting a liquid, right? And it's not really a gelatin, is it? You know, like when I think of gelatin, I think of like Jello or like aspic, you know, where they would like put like whole turkeys inside like a giant ball of Jello. The Yorkshire pudding is what the rest of the stuff is contained in, edible bowl. Oh. Pudding originally meant sausage. Then it evolved into mean a huge array of dissimilar things in the UK. Evolved to mean one very specific thing in the US afterwards. Because we stopped eating pudding in lots of its forms because we have real food here. Ah, I see. I see. I don't know. We'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. Yeah. Bong's called 50 things of pudding. All right, we got choripan, and this you keep giving me this ugly monstrosity of like a fucking flayed buffalo penis, and I'm never gonna pick this thing, man. This thing is awful. Choripan, choripan sounds like something like. Isn't choripan the term for like the Japanese term for punching somebody in the stomach? Isn't that what that means, choripan? Or am I thinking of something else? This looks like it would punch you in the stomach in a good way. What country is the white right one? That's a good question. Northern Irish Republic? I don't know. It's chorizo and choripan. Ah, I see. Did the same guy take both picks? It's possible, actually. He went all the way to Argentina to take this, They're framed so similarly. I mean, there's only, like, so many ways you can take a picture of a hot dog, really. Is like, if you're holding a hot dog, what are your options? How many angles can you take it from? Why is only one cheese? Because whoever made this hates this person. No, that's Harapan. You should know that when your almost wife, he begs for it every other night, most likely. All right, listen, when I come home from a long day of work, the last thing I want to do is listen to that fucking seal squeal into my ear about how he wants me to brain him with a tire iron. I tune that motherfucker out, so I don't know. Don't even. Name's way. What? There's 9,000 ways you could photograph a hot dog. I don't understand the first 3 words of your sentence, Sigurd. What happened there? The choripan even has chimichurri. It does look good. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. Did I learn Argentina hot dogs greater than Chile hot dogs? Google completos chilenos for more. I almost did that. I almost just name's way. That's not. That doesn't mean anything. Those are words, but they're not words with meaning. That's not a greater than. That's a less than. That is true. You are correct. Aren't Chilean hot dogs like covered in avocado or something like that? Chilean hot dogs. Yeah, dude, they're amazing. Horsham mentioned. Where? Horsham. There you go. Horsham. Chilean hot dogs. Hot dogs, diced tomatoes, diced onions, smashed avocado, ketchup, mustard. Look out, completas. They're so fucking gross. Okay. Completas. Officio Divino. What am I looking at here? What is happening here? What are we looking at? Complete. Prayer at the end of the day. Should we donate money to this what appears to be a church? Should we let's go on Twitter. Let's look at their Twitter here. NeoCities. This is classic stuff. This does not seem to be what I clicked on. This is not what I clicked on, actually. I don't know, man. This is not what I'm looking for. This does not seem to be what I'm looking for. Smile. Hello? Sasuga Elon. Wow. The Church of Feet. Apparently, they put mayonnaise and shit on them. Chilean hot dog. Chilenos. This, you know what? If you told me that this was like a lobster roll, I would believe you. Like a lobster roll with a hot dog, I would believe. And you call me a freak? Listen, man. It's not my fault that that's what Elon Musk gives me, okay? I'm under the whim of the algorithm. You search this stuff out on purpose. All right, what are we doing? Double bacon cheeseburger or steak sandwich? These both look really good. Although this is fucking $20 more than this. This is crazy. It's in my following tab. That's not true. That's not true. That was not my. I wouldn't follow somebody like that. I'm not some kind of weird foot pervert. You know. The main thing on completos are tomatoes, avocados, and mayo, but it can get a lot crazier than that. I find that South American pizza has always been the stuff that I've found to be the most bizarre because they add like whole ass turkey legs on a pizza, and it's like, brother, like like pizza's not supposed to got bones in it, right? Pizza's not supposed to get no bones in it, right, dog? That's not how that works, right? But they're just like, hey, man, whatever. We're just going to put shit on this pizza and you're going to eat it. Gnome feet pervert, not what they call me. Guess I'm going to Horsham just for a burger. I mean, it does look good. This looks pretty good. Cheese is not melted, but you know what? I'll forgive it based on the rest of this stuff. This looks like it would give you giga heartburn. What is this? What is this? Am I gonna... Can I open... I don't know if I want to click that. Is that safe? If that's not safe, you're going to be in trouble. I am going to click on this, though. Hey, I don't... Listen, that's... This is edited. This is clearly edited material. This is clearly edited material. I don't want to see follows you. If it follows you, then it would be Sigurd Julius the Fourth. This is very clearly not not followers, and no, this is yet more mouse slander. Exactly. This is just made up. This is an edited image to make me look bad, okay? Is clearly the agents of the enemy work against me in order to paint me in some kind of like disgusting like toe pervert category. Okay, that's not the case. All right, let's go with the cheeseburger. It would be slander if you weren't following. To be fair, that guy followed me first, so I was doing him a courtesy, really. If I was following him, if I was to be following him, it would have been a courtesy. Okay. Guy's completely real image, not real, fake image, fake news, many such cases where they try to slander me, and the beautiful nation that I've been building, also known as the Mouthlands, of course, right? Our enemies work against us in many nefarious ways, such as editing it to make it look like I follow a feet poster, okay? It's not true. Pie, mash, and liquor, and hot dog. Why is hot dog, again, what's going on? Why don't we have hot dog buns? Netherlands, you guys have hot dog buns. I know you do. They named a town Horseham. That's not the worst name of a town. There's a town out there named, like, Dildo, which kind of begs to differ. Like, was the term dildo ever used for anything other than a sex toy? Or was it, like, is that the only use of that term? Because I feel like if it was a different word... and you named a town after it, and then people made up, that name for, they start calling sex toys that's one thing. Horses do be having hams. This is true. I've seen Uma Musume. I've seen Uma Musume. Those girls be having hams for days. Those ladies got the whole hog, Them bitches greased up like bacon. We're gonna go with this one. Yeah, this is just not good. Sausage and rice cake skewer, Korea. Double bacon beef burger, Chippenham Town. This looks like it would cause you heartburn. This looks like it would attack you. This looks like it would directly attack your cholesterol levels. Like this is you know how like when you like take poison damage in like Dark Souls, this would like you'd like see like a cholesterol meter but building up underneath in like your field of vision, and once you finish this thing, it would be like cholesterol levels exceeded, and you'd start taking like tick damage from cholesterol. Your heart would slowly stop beating. We're gonna go with this one though because we do like the grease. Short rib poutine. Ooh, this looks good. Pulled pork and donor crunch wraps. Oh, ooh, wow, that's creative actually. A donor crunch wrap. That's interesting. This is new. I've never seen anything like this. I think the crunch wrap as invented by what is Instalock poutine? I don't know. I have to go now because you need to wake up in 7 hours. Thanks for coming on, Soup. Thanks for having a visit. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a good rest of your good sleep. Okay, good night. Mwah. Mwah. I think the crunch wrap is like a criminally underrated vehicle of food distribution. Like Taco Bell invented the crunch wrap, and I don't see anybody else innovating on the crunch wrap. Maybe because it can't be innovated on. Maybe because it's a perfect design. I don't know. But I feel like more places should be like invoking it. You know, like more places like again, this falls into my category of like we need things in different shapes. We need water bottles to be in pyramids or orbs. We need food to be in like um pentagons or things like that. I think a Crunchwrap is pentagonal, right? A Crunchwrap has 5 sides. Any Taco Bell scholars in the chat? A Crunchwrap is 5-sided object, right? I think we need more 5-sided food wrappings, you know, and big with like big crunchy tortilla chips in the middle. I'm gonna go with the poutine though. This does look good. This does look good, but I knew the poutine would be our winner. We already saw these. I'm just going with this one. I don't fucking whatever, man. I want to do a redactyl after this, and then we'll play. Pulled pork nachos, horseradish and red onion on bread. I mean, come on. I mean, again, like this really is like the least appetizing. Like I know this is just the corn chips are just like black corn chips. I'm sure they're fine, but it's like with this, the corn slammed on top and the cum cheese, I really don't think this is a very appealing image. But this is even less appealing because this was taken in like with the flash on for some unholy reason. I don't know why they did that. I don't know, like I'm sure like the red onions and horseradish on bread, brother, I'm sure the lighting did not need to be this glaring, this harsh. Monterey Jack cum cheese. You look at this cheese and you tell me it does not look semen adjacent, okay? You know, I've seen cum. You know, I know what that shit looks like, and this is very similar visually. I'm sure it's delicious, you know, but you know, it is very visually adjacent to ejaculate, you know, and we're still gonna What do you mean? What do you mean horseradish and red onions beats the cum cheese? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm so mad now. What the fuck? Hello? What? That's crazy. Oh, I just scared Bubby out of the room. She did not like that one. That's so fucked up. Soviet depression meal on the right. Exactly. You know, I'm depressed now too because apparently people wanted that more. I've seen cum. I think you need to see a doctor. What do you okay? All right, what? Man can't know what ejaculate looks like, right? I make the stuff, brother. Listen, I know what it looks like. I make it. I don't need to be fucking told otherwise. Splooge on the mind with this guy, just ejaculating semen and cum and spunk and spent all times running through his mind like he's been ear fucked. That's not true. First time we mentioned cum on this stream. It's been 45 minutes since we did that. Okay, that's a new record. I would say reset the timer if we had one. But still, that's a new record. Hear the Molshad Doma playing over the cannoli on the right. Yeah. You need to pay for sins against Bubby? She's fine. She just doesn't like it when I shout, but I can't help but shout about that kind of thing. That was fucking insane. This is played by people that live in commie blocks to pick the horseradish and onion bread. I think that we're dealing with a severe influx of Polish people on this website, okay? I think the Polish people are running a carefully directed and organized scandal operation to make people pick the horseradish and onions on bread option. I won't stand for it, okay? We have to do something about the Polish menace on Scrandal, okay? Otherwise, we're not going to stand a fucking chance. That's what I'm saying, bro. If you make that Elmer's paste, then you need a checkup. Okay, all right. I didn't say it was the same texture, okay? I said it was visually similar. All right, okay, come on, man. Just keep up. All right. Let's go with the bacon fries. This looks good, but this looks better. Pizza slice with a can of beer, $15. America, you fucking suck. I swear to God. Roast potatoes and beef gravy. Like, come on. We can't. This is like pizza looks fine, but this is like, what the fuck, really? How did that score at 81%? I don't know, brother. I mean, they didn't look bad. They just look little cannolis, you know. It's just, you know, not as good as the fries. Average American meal. That is true. This is like the quintessential like American meal. The only thing it's missing is actually pepperoni on this pizza. That's got to be a $10 beer easily, or like $9. This is like a $9 beer and like a $6 slice of pizza. Easy. Easy. $9 beer, $6 slice of pizza. Like fucking easy. This is so grim. This is so bad. This is so bad. I know. The price is fucking insane. Are we out of music? No, we're not out of music. I don't know. I just think it's gruesome. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I got fucking screwed by the dog shit onions and lard sandwich or whatever. Bullshit. I'm so mad. It's so BS. Stupid and dumb, and I hate it. All right, let's do Redactyl. I want to do a Redactyl. Let's see. No people. All right. Okay. Water, ocean, China, Europe, place, town, city, America. Huh. Me still not understand how the fuck Redactyl works? Okay, so the way that it works... Here, I'll move myself out of the way. So the way that it works is that I type in random words here, and it'll give me a number based on how many times the word appears in the article, right? So the word place appears 10 times in this article, all right? If I guess words that are like, you know, let's say like a word appears like 50 times in the article, that means the article is probably about related to that word. So let's say I guess China, and I get 25 hits. It's probably a place in China or something to do with China. So then I would type in like, I don't I would type in like, I don't know, Szechuan or Tokyo, or not Tokyo, or fucking Beijing, you know, stuff like that. I would pick words related to China, that kind of stuff. The goal is getting the name of the article. Yes, exactly. The goal is getting the name of the article. But that's how you play. It's a fun game. It's fun. Charge you that much for a fucking course to get you shot? I agree. I think it's like stadium food is so disgustingly overpriced in America. I would never go to a stadium unless like it was for an event that I desperately could not live the rest of my life without, you know. And I wouldn't even eat there. I'd like smuggle my own food in through like in like my ear hole or something. How about food? Landmark. Building. Ooh. Is a city? Oh, I already did city. Is a statue. Statue. That's not how you spell statue. Statue. Language. Ooh, language. State. Ooh, okay. How about coast, east, west, south, north, Gulf, border, Canada, continent. We got a lot of hits with state. Constitution. Animal. Flower. Ooh, animal. Okay, we got a lot of hits with animal. 39 hits on animals. Is multiple. How about dog, bird, pig, cat. How about is a native, born, pet, wild, nature, natural, predator, hunt, hunter, season. We got a lot of hits for animal. Is a product? Maybe it's made out of animal. Product. Meat, leather, Hitler. No, that's not how you spell Hitler. No. How about soap, wax, candle? No. The Hitler Hail Mary. Hey, you know, one day it's gonna work, and then it's gonna be like people are gonna be like, "Wow, Melfon, you're so smart. You pulled Hitler out of nowhere," and I'm gonna be like, "Hell yeah, brother." How about is herbivore? Carnivore. Adjacent. Lives. Marine. Ocean. Ooh, okay. Water. River. Lake. Sea. Desert. Forest. Plains. Plains. Let's get a hint. Give me a hint. We get a hint here. Physical. Is a physical phenomena? No, is a physical force? Flood? Nature? Um. Hmm. 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 Huh. How about is a physical do we do place already? Yeah, we did place. Is a physical uh is, is what? Is a physical art? Form? Uh Display? Statue? Painting? Monument? I'm gonna get another hint. Is a physical what? Contest. Oh, is a physical Olympics? No. Uh, ooh, snow? Dog. Dogs. Iditarod. I don't know how to spell Iditarod. Triathlon. Run. Swim. Uh, Bicycle. France. Ooh, Tour. Tour de France. Tour. It's not that. You can filter out 0 matches. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. How do I do that? Uh. Okay. Much better. Thank you. Thank you, Controlo. Thank you. Also, did I say hello? Did I welcome you in? Hi, Controlo. Mwah. Hi. Um, it's a physical contest that you got mine exactly 69. You think you know what it is? Ooh. It's not Olympics, is it? I said Olympics. Olympic. No. You have a different one from you? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it gives you a random one. You think you know what it is? How about that another place like Horsham to me? Oh, it's in England, huh? Channel? British? Scran. Stadium. Cricket? Baseball. Is I guess sport? Horse. Badminton. Tennis. Ball. Racket. There are 2 redactyls. Yeah, this is redactyl limited because it gives me the option to filter out having people in it, and I don't like doing the ones with people in it because I'm way off. Guess some verbs, bro. Run, jump, throw, toss, catch, skate, ice, sword, fence, joust, night. This is one from yesterday. Oh, okay. Still way off. That's crazy. We'll do another. We'll do our last hint. Involves. Okay, not very helpful. Involves pair, group, team, event, Is an art form or uh hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know this one. Um I see the word sword. Sword. Uh Fencing? Uh Bushido. That's Bushido, baby. Japan. You want another hint? Yes, please. Yes. Please. Uh hmm. Versus animal. Let's bull? Matador? Uh Druids in England. Bullfighting? Fighting? God, what is it called? Um, a landmark. I don't know. If it's, I don't know. Stonehenge? No. No, it's not Stonehenge. Stonehenge. No. No. Uh, it involves why are you asking? Yes, he or fight, dodge, red. So it's clearly bullfighting, right? Already know what it is. Well, I mean, I got Matador, right? It's bullfighting. I don't know the term for bullfighting. I just don't know the term. Ignore everything you said. Leading me in the wrong direction, Ina. Thank you. The one I'm yes, yeah, we have a different one. Yeah. I mean, I know what it is. I just don't know the word of it. Is it what like I'm just gonna because I don't know the term for bullfighting, but this is clearly what it is. I mean, it's did I say Matador? Yeah, Matador is 35 hits. I don't know. Spain? We already did Spain, I think. Oh, we didn't do Spain. Catalonia. Is this a bit? No! Bullfighting. No. What's the term for bullfighting? I don't know. I'm really not doing a bit. I just don't know. I already put the term is bullfighting. In what? I didn't think it was one word. I typed it in. I feel like if you type it in, even though you have a space, it should be one word. It should count as one. I don't know. This is not on me. That's not on me. Okay. Just because it should, I feel like I should not be penalized for thinking that this would have a space in it. I feel like bullfighting is something that is 2 words. This is 2 words. This is a 2-word thing. Fucking grr. Even this, that's you. What do you mean you can't even? I feel like that makes perfect sense. I feel like expecting bullfighting to be 2 words is perfectly reasonable. We're gonna play fucking Doom now, okay? We're gonna play fucking Doom now, okay? All right, as long as it launches. Hello, Doom. Hello. There we go. God damn. I'm a little annoyed about that. Not like super annoyed, but a little annoyed. Annoyed enough, right? SMH, that's not on me. I refuse that one. I think that I would have assumed that was a two word phrase, right? Bullfighting, yeah. Come on. That's just grammatic nitpicking. Okay? I feel like if you guess what it is, even though you have a space, that should be fine. Alright. BFG is firing, by the way. By the way, in case you guys don't know, BFG is firing. Hello? Okay. Alright. BFG is indeed firing. Where are we? What are we doing? I should probably spend my upgrades. I have like a bajillion upgrades. Suit. Environment. How many of these things do I have? I have 19. Okay. Dash refuels faster. Dash refill on and then we'll do. Come on, the grenade explosion. Sure, why not? BFG blue fruity gnome. All right, that's a +2 because it's new, but I don't like it. Okay, that makes me frown. That makes me frown, big style. Ooh, we'll do this one. And then we'll do this. Okay. I like how I have options for the map, but I don't really care about the map or anything like that. Okay. We spent our points, and we have 34 Praetor tokens. I don't know what these are for. Oh, I guess we can spend these things? Okay. I love menus. I love going through menu slop. How do I equip X? I want okay, do that one. God, I love clicking through menus. I hate this is whatever. I won't get mad. I won't be mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad that I have to use my upgrade points that I've earned playing the video game. My God. But whatever. Okay, we'll do the reload. That's fine. Okay. That should be good. I've spent all my points, I think. Unless I have more. What do I do with these things? These crystals. Okay, whatever. Alright, I would like to go back to brutalizing people, please. Okay, let's just go down here. Let's go down here. Surely there's something over here. Surely. Surely, smile. Okay. Why did this just open into a hole into the abyss? Oh, down here? Peem. I keep getting these fucking Oreo cookies. That's what I think these things look like. I think these things look like the top of Oreo cookies. Which are fine. You know, can I be honest with you guys? I don't think Oreos are that good. I think they're fine, but I don't think that they're like as good as everyone says they are. However, I will say I do appreciate the freaks of nature down at the Oreo R&D department making shit like Ariana Grande like flavored Oreos, which is like, I don't know what that is or what that means. Is this bait? It's not bait. I just find, you know, like other cookies to be better. I do appreciate their chutzpah when it comes to creating new and disgusting concepts in terms of cookies. They truly are the mad scientists of question mark. They truly are the mad scientists of making bizarre things. Like, I've had the mint Oreos, and it does taste like toothpaste, which I'm not pleased about, but I was kind of appreciative that they had the guts to put out cookies that tasted like toothpaste. I think that was ballsy, you know, which I have to respect, because too many companies are afraid to innovate, right? Hollywood afraid to make new movies. Oreo not fucking afraid to make dog shit cookies. You know, it's great. Okay. For you to be a cream enjoyer given your proclivities, you would think that. Smile. Hi, Alex, by the way. Welcome in. Smile. Hi. Got all the questionable comments coming out of me today. I don't even think that that's an unusual take. I mean, like, Oreos, they're fine. They're not, like, disgusting, awful, like, like, ew, spit them out, like, never even have them near me again, kind of thing.
Is designed to use only approved UAC ammunition.
But I don't think that they're like the greatest thing ever, you know. I will also say that Chips Ahoy are not much better, because mostly my concern is how do you keep those cookies soft,
3,
right?
2, 1.
What kind of like hell material have you guys been putting into those cookies to make them stay soft for like 6 months inside that bag? Hi, Faultier. Hi. What lies have I told lately? None. I only ever tell the truth. I'm an honest beast. I will never lie to anyone. Okay? I will never lie to anybody. Not once, not now, not ever. Okay? Not ever. Oreos are good frozen and with milk. I've never had them frozen, so maybe if they're frozen. You know what I found? I found that the best frozen foods are either like meat products. Like frozen meat is really good because when you defrost it, it doesn't noticeably depreciate the flavor. But like frozen fruits and vegetables, you really have to like, you really are not getting very good stuff. I don't find it tastes very good. Game kind of loud. Okay, hold on. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Is that good? Okay. I hope you bite my tongue. Why don't you bite my tongue if you're so fucking aggressive about it, huh? Smiles at you. Hey. Tentacles. Pop-Tarts are good frozen, so are most candy bars. True, frozen Twix are so good. Frozen Twix are some of the best things on the market, I swear. I had Twix ice cream the other day. That shit was busted. That shit was sexually appealing to me, you know. Ow. I just feel like I think that frozen vegetables are really good for your diet, you know? I thought I said frozen Twinks. That's me, actually. Hello, Orion495. I think I saw you in Melly. I think it's Melisandre's chat. You were hanging out with us yesterday for Peak. Thanks for coming by to say hello. Hi. No, I'm the only frozen twink in this channel. Okay. Love me some good frozen Reese's. I think frozen candy is good with ice cream. I think it's fine by itself, but if you want to really get good stuff out of it, you need to do both, right? You need to mix them both together. Some candy bars frozen are fantastic. Yeah, I agree. Hello? Can I come up there, please? I just think that if you're like, if you have the option to buy like fresh versus frozen vegetables, I mean, obviously we should always go frozen. I appreciate what frozen food does for people's diets, but I'm just always like, you're doing yourself a disservice if you have the option to go with frozen instead. You know, where am I going? What am I doing up here? You play video games? I thought you were the dailies guy. We did dailies. We can do more than one thing. I can be more than one thing. Fourth ace. You grab it and chuck you to the moon. Thanks for the Oreo, buddy. The peanut butter makes good with that than you for ice cream. I find peanut butter ice cream to be a very unpleasant experience. I find peanut butter in my ice cream to be very unpleasant, mostly because, and I don't know if it's just me, if it's like, ice cream tends to like produce mucus in my mouth, and when I like, it's like it tends to like, what I mean by this is like when I eat ice cream, it tends to make this like I don't know, because it's cold, it makes mucus in the mouth, right? That's normal, right? That's like when you're cold, when you're outside on a cold day, you get sniffly because you make a mucus, right? Yeah, ice cream does that to me, and I find that the peanut butter texture and like flavor mixed with like the mucus in the mouth is really unpleasant. How about your food coma from earlier didn't last longer? Oh man, what did you have? What did you gorge on? We do love gorging. I had a Caesar salad sandwich for lunch. It was tasty. Hope you expire well before you reach the moon. Awful takes. What do you mean? It's not that I don't like the flavor. I like the flavor for like the first 3 or 4 bites. What I don't like is the like gunky after production in my mouth. I don't like that, you know. I don't think that's an unfair thing to dislike. Wait, shrimp again just to feel something? I think that's called anaphylaxis. I think that's called anaphylactic shock. That is what you're feeling, brother. I don't know. You might want to reconsider that one, dog. You know. Whoopsies. Hey man. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh. What if I shot you with 80 million rockets? How would you feel? Oh, how would you feel about me jumping directly off the ledge to my death? What's your guys' take on that? Wow, come on! Right at the health kit? Fucked up. You got me fucked up. Please, mantle, please. No! My pickups! No! Okay, alright, not bad. As you can see, I'm what they call a panic gamer, which is to say, I squeal and make loud noises whenever anything possibly difficult happens to me. Yeah. Ooh. I do appreciate that this guy like bleeds molten fire. I just feel like we as humans kind of lost out in like the bioluminescence kind of like conversation, right? I feel like what the fuck? What do you mean no mod activated? What do you mean no mod activated? Mod? Hello? There we go. I just feel like we as humans would have done so many cool things with bioluminescence, you know? Like, we would have, I don't know, not needed to develop, like, do you think if we had bioluminescence, we would have taken longer to develop electric lighting? Do you guys think that that's what would have happened, or do you think it would have been, like, would we have, like, developed our entire society around it, do you think? I don't know. Allergies are for bitches. I mean, I guess, you know, that's not true. I'm allergic to the sun, and I'm very specifically not a bitch. You know, kind of very specifically, you know, I feel like that's a little, you're kind of being a little insensitive to me specifically about that. Explode Pain Demon? I hate anything with more fat content than skim milk due to that phlegm feeling. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about I don't like. The taste is, like, the taste of peanut butter ice cream is fine. It's just, I don't like the phlegmy, like, the phlegmy, like production that happens when you have that stuff, right? The Chinese may be communist, but they can sure make some good donuts. Did the Chinese invent donuts? Is that what you're telling me? Is this what I'm learning? Like a glass of 2% leaves you feeling like you ate a slug. I don't drink milk very much. What if I... Do you want this? Okay. Died to a Kako demon. That's a little embarrassing on my end. Alright, pretend that didn't happen. You know, you don't think. I try not to think either, but you know what? It's not always up to me. Sometimes I'm forced to consider the possibility that, that the Chinese invented, what's it called? Donuts, you know? What didn't the Chinese invent? Resistance to opium, I think, actually. Very specifically, that's been an issue for them. I don't want this one. I'll take this one. Fuck! I'm dying to Kako demons! Wait, what? This sucks. This sucks ass. I hate this. Alright, whatever, man. The donuts they do have are delicious on a whole nother level. So, like, what's different? Apparently, one of the #1 ways that people, like, new to, like, the region get sick, in China is they, is when they eat at places that use recycled oil. Apparently, it's like a big problem in China that they use recycled oil in a lot of food. It's the same thing how like the way that you get sick. You know how like everyone tells you to like not don't drink the water in places like Mexico or like India, stuff like that, because you'll get sick because there's like pathogens and stuff in it. But the thing is that people who will like have like an alcoholic drink, they'll have it, but they won't realize that there's ice in it, and the ice is the same stuff as you know, the water. Obviously the ice isn't filtered, so they're still gonna get sick because it's got the parasites in it. You've got the evil ice, you know. Probably should recycle cooking oil. Do not drink the oil in China. Okay, well, don't drink the oil in most places. Don't drink the oil in most places. If I can tell you guys one thing to do, is to don't drink the oil in most places. I think the last time that I drank oil was a really bad experience, you know. Can you explode, please? Finally, Jesus Christ. Mochi donuts aren't anything. I've never had mochi donuts. I've never had, I mean, is mochi is like the, isn't that the stuff that those guys make with like hammers? Where it's like one guy like scooping the mochi and the other guy like slams on it with the hammer? Isn't that what that is? I would hate to do that because I feel like I would definitely get my fingies crushed in the giant mochi hammer contraption. But I appreciate the complete lack of I appreciate the complete lack of regard for the other guy's hands though by Hammer Guy. They just roll the whole donut in sugar. Okay, that does sound pretty good. I feel like you know, yeah, that's a pretty basic way to make things taste good, is just start maxing the sugar and the butter and stuff, and you'll be fine. Hey man. Lol. Ice and water are the same. Allegedly. Don't go to your mom and be like, Mom, twitch.tv/BrianMalfun told me that ice and water are the same, and then she'll like say that I'm wrong. Did I get that one up? But I've heard through various scientific studies that ice and water are the same. Some pretty fresh oil in Texas. There's taps all over the place. I feel like, do you think that's ever happened? Do you think some like yokel was just like, huh, I really need oil to cook like to cook my fucking fries in, you know? What if I just go out to like the oil field and I just pick up some oil at the tap, and then he like tries to use like crude oil to make his French fries and just he like dies from like eating crude oil. Do you think that's ever happened? Probably not. People aren't that dumb, are they? Surely not. Surely not. Oh, good explosion. I thought gutter oil was probably in India. You think apparently China's the main culprit? Yeah, gutter oil. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. They would like reuse oil from like different like places, and it's really not good. That's how you get sick. India has the unwashed hand problem. That's why they say clean with the right and eat with the left, and they cook food using both hands. It's really I don't. The thing is that like I don't know. There's a lot of demons drop armor at faster rate. Sure, let's get some more health. I don't know. There's a lot to be said about that conversation. All I know is that we're gonna end up back in the bidet conversation. Bidets are just the, like, you are underselling how bad gutter oil is. I don't know how if it's called, listen, if you're making your food with something called gutter blank, I don't know if I personally need to really commit to the bit, like really need to sell you on it. I feel like you should already be like, huh, I don't think I want to eat gutter food, you know? Although that being said, I am the guy who's just like, I want to eat the lead candy just to see how it tastes, right? I am the guy who eats lead candy, so I feel like maybe I should be a little more responsible. Gutter rat burger? Ooh, baby, now you're talking my language. Hey, you stop that. Come from slaughterhouses and genuine actual sewage drains? Ugh, gross. A bidet means nothing when you don't soap your hands. I mean, okay, listen. If your options are wipe your ass with your hand and a bidet, you're gonna have cleaner hands than the guy who wipes his hands with his ass. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. You know? Reinforce your decision. I would say that I would still want to go to these places, but I think you just need to be really smart about it. You know, I'm not gonna speak on whether these places are worth going to. It's just you need to be like aware of what you're doing, right? And aware of what you're consuming. Which is, to be honest, that's what you should be doing anywhere. You know, like it doesn't have to, you can be in like England or America and somebody can still be using fucking runoff oil, right? This is not like a, not exclusive to those places. It's just much more common in those places. So you should just be, hey, you should just be aware of what you're doing, what you're eating, no matter where you are, right? I think that's a pretty reasonable statement. Don't just assume that the food products you're eating are like of the highest quality or of the best standards, right? Because like if you go assuming that, you might end up in my situation where I ended up eating rat skewers. Smile. And that was not a fun thing to learn about.
Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2.
I love calculating thrust vectors. Calculating your mom vectors, lol. Lol.
Prepare for turbulence.
We're going into the Marsissi, chat. The Marsissi, as they call. Alright, okay. Ugh. I'll be honest with you, I really like the Doom Guy's design of like overlapping plates of armor. I think that kind of stuff is really cool. I don't like single big gigantic chunks of like big fat plates of armor. They're cool, but I like the small repeatedly repeated overlapping plates. I think that's really cool. Oreo cookie. My mother got really bad salmonella in Egypt, but didn't realize she did till she went on board the flight home and faced a holy repression like never before. She was drunk the entire holiday. I mean, that's also you know, that's also one way to protect yourself is just drink so much that your gut biome has like the alcohol just violently like eliminates all intruders to your gut biome. You know, that's perfectly fine too, right? I feel if your gut biome, you know, is constantly being inundated with, you know, hand sanitizer, then I think you're gonna be okay. But you're gonna be okay. You're just gonna have different problems, right? You know. Reading up on it's not even necessarily restaurant workers intentionally using it. A food company chairman in Taiwan got 22 years in prison, 1.6 million USD fines for his company selling 243 tons of gutter oil. Yeah. See, like that's and that's like, hey, excuse you? I don't know. That's something where it's like I find it hard to believe that kind of stuff, but it's like you have to be a special kind of evil to be selling like used oil for, especially for food production. Like I get it if you were like skimping out on like oil for like car changes or like, you know, like car oil changes or like or like let's say like you were like, I don't know, selling oil for like to like grease, to like for like hinge grease or whatever. That doesn't, like, that's whatever. But if it's stuff that's going to be used in human consumption, I don't know. I feel like morally I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself at night. But also maybe I wouldn't be making $80 bajillion million. And then I might. I've heard that you sleep much better when you're making $80 million bajillion than if you're not. You know. buying oil and end up being gutter oil. Yeah. Then it's like, I don't know. Then you can't be like that. Well, you can be mad. You should be mad about it. You should be mad because I mean, like, do you do they do like no testing? Do they just like receive these shipments of oil and like not do any inspection of their own? There has to be some kind of like indicator that that like this oil is like fucked up and evil, right? You know, booze is a disinfectant. Exactly, it'll disinfect your insides. Did you know that they actually had to make hand sanitizer taste really bad because people wouldn't stop eating it to get drunk off of it? It didn't hit her till she stopped drinking. That's what I'm saying. You never stop drinking. Never put the bottle down, kids. Okay? That never put the bottle down. All right? Otherwise, the fucking gutter oil will get you. Ooh. Okay. Bleach used to transform gutter oil's dark color to a more... okay. That's evil. That's so fucking evil. They're using bleach? That's like... Come on, man. That's comically evil, isn't it? Now we're cooking... Exactly. It's already gutter oil, and then they're adding bleach to it. Goes fucking insane. Hold on, I gotta close my door. Give me a second. Like, I'm sorry. That's unhinged. That's deeply unhinged. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's literally no other way to slice that. You know, it's one thing if these companies were just like, oh, this is just used oil and we're selling it back. Okay, that's already evil, right? That's evil. That's already irredeemable by itself. Cutting oil with bleach to be used for cooking food. I'm surprised that there's not been like way more like lawsuits or things like that. Like, that's a crazy class action waiting to happen, you know? Like anybody who's ever eaten at a place that used like this gutter oil, this bleach gutter oil, like would have like easy slam dunk win for a class action, because, you know, they're feeding you fucking bleach. Oh, this fucking guy is here. That amazed me when I worked at a restaurant. The health inspector were already on the owner's mind. He was strict. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you... I don't know. That's so fucking awful. I should use the flash look at this guy. You can't sue a company in a different country. But I feel like if I was like, I don't know. I feel like if I was I just feel like it doesn't, like, the company that they're in. Like, are people not like upset about this? Are people not like, hey man, you're feeding me fucking gutter oil? Can I like again, I don't know how it works in other countries, but I feel like if I was a native of that country, I would be like, hey man, this is not peem. This is uncool. This is ungood. So like a white clay bleach instead of Clorox bleach. I don't feel like there's, I mean, like, is there an appreciable difference? It's bleach. Bleach is bleach. I feel like, what else is there to say? It's bleach, you know? What, like you're trying to tell me that, oh, this is a different bleach. It's you call it like white clay, like cleanliness product, and then you might be able to convince me it's not as bad. But it's literally, I'm sorry. I'm just not. I can't square that. Safe all natural bleach, man. Listen, if you wouldn't put it on your skin, you know, like, I don't think you would put clay bleach on your skin. I wouldn't put it in your food either. You know? Well, to be fair, I also wouldn't put sunscreen in my food, but that's a different conversation. Why did I do that? You. Alright. I want to chainsaw you, please. Thank you. I do like how these four zombie fellas, they really just don't stand a chance. Hey, man. We pivoting to butthole bleaching? I mean, we could. You want to talk about that? Apparently there's like a chocolate company that will sell you like a mold to like mold your butthole and to make like a chocolate that's like a reverse of your butthole, you know. How do you guys feel about that? Does that seem like something that appeals to the wider audience? You know, is that ever do you think like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about the butthole chocolates. I don't know, guys. I feel like there's other stuff that I could talk about. Really so arrogant to think their butthole looks different from everybody else? I don't know if it's arrogant and it's more of like a morbid curiosity, right? Do you get a white chocolate mold? I don't think so. I think you could, I don't think the mold has anything to do with it. I think you could just get white chocolate, right? I don't think...
Welcome home, great slayer.
Alert the priest.
I don't think the mold has anything to do with the kind of chocolate you use. I think it's just a mold, right? I don't know. I feel like there's better things to do with chocolate. Like eat it instead of turning it into a reverse copy of your butthole. Smile. Wow. That's pretty cool. I feel like we need to make more Colosseums. You guys like white chocolate as much as regular? I personally really like white chocolate. Oh, do you guys know like Lindor chocolate? I love that stuff. I love Lindor white chocolate. That's like, they're like little like truffles with like a, I don't know how they do it. It's like a white chocolate shell and like a goopy mousse, I guess, on the inside. It's very tasty. I've got plot. They're giving me plot.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls.
They were an evil hell priest at the beginning.
Wearing this.
That's the original Doom Guy Marine helmet.
Guts. Huge guts.
Huge guts.
Kill them. Must kill them all.
He has fight in him yet.
In spite of his injuries.
Send
Hi,
him to the
Rune.
arena.
Hi. Lindor truffles are so delicious, brother. I literally can't buy them because I will eat like 8 of them in a sitting and make myself immediately sick. I will make myself immediately, instantly sick in like 20 minutes because I will just jam them all in my mouth. I'm like, blum, blum. It's like a warning against gluttony. You know, it's an actual sin. It's bad. It's so bad. White chocolate with like nuts tops regular with nuts. I mean, I can't eat nuts. I can't eat nuts and I don't like the texture. So that really doesn't apply. But I will say that I don't know. I like all kinds of chocolate. I don't have any issues with dark or white or milk chocolate. I think the only thing that I don't like is the chocolate where it's like 99% dark chocolate. That's a little too much. I like 70%. Rip and tear. Rip and tear indeed. Rip and also possibly tear. Ripping and tearing in all sorts of various interesting mannerisms and ways. Lindor truffle-shaped stomach ulcer win. I don't need any more stomach ulcers, okay? I've already got a couple, and they've only just healed. Hi, National Panda. Hi. Hello, hi. Did something open over here? What happened? That's why he's straight, no nuts. Exactly. How could I be gay if I'm allergic to nuts? Smiles at you in a way most heterosexual smile. Can't believe there's story in this game. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of walking, not a lot of slang. Very mouth uncoded. Hey, listen. I I enjoy walking simulators as much as the next guy, if that's what I'm trying to play. If I'm trying to play as a walking simulator, great. If I'm playing fucking Doom Eternal, I don't want to play a walking simulator. I want to play Doom Eternal. You've never heard of a gay optometrist? Well, I'm not an optometrist, first off. Also, you probably just haven't heard of a lot of optometrists. I'll be honest with you. You probably know at most 2 optometrists in your life. They're not some kind of widespread occupation. Like, there's at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 in any given town in America, probably. But, like, not enough for you to be like, this is an appreciable size of the population, you know? You enjoy them much more than the next guy? That's not true. I don't derive any pleasure from these things. By not enjoying my non-threatening straight male VTuber right now. What can I do to make myself threatening? What can I do to make myself a threatening straight male VTuber? I feel like that should be something I should have an option to do. Smiles heterosexually. Listen, smiles at you so big and wide with lots of in a way that invokes wanting to be intimate with women. Smile. Exactly, too. Okay. Well, I guess, you know, see? You've only heard of 2 optometrists, so the likelihood of either of those 2 guys being gay is not the highest. Think you should have an Eldritch toggle? I've got my Germa toggle. Alright, I'm gonna shoot you in the back, guy. Sorry. I don't know, that was very clearly like some kind of bizarre scam message. Sorry. Be gone forever. Think you should have a toggle that turns him into a puddle? Why do you want me to be a fluid? My rest in peace, my boy. Yeah, Jerry Smart 122, just trying to get that bag. I think he's got better options. I think he should try shooting that shot in other places. You know.
His wounds and bring him to us. I want to know more about the others he speaks of.
Can you imagine how fucked up that would be if I just took that guy out and shot him in the chest? What if it was a really lonely dude? That's what I was thinking. Like, what if that was just a guy who just really wanted friends? What if he was just like, man, like, this guy seemed like a nice male streamer, non-threatening. Thank you for a giant baseball bat dog, Mickey dude. What if that guy was just like, yeah, man, I'm really lonely. This guy seems like a non-threatening heterosexual male VTuber. I can make friends with this guy. And then I'm like, fuck you. Die. I haven't killed any demons in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna kill you. And that's what I do, right? I don't know. Look at this freak. Hey, man. Gladiator. Shoot him when his eyes are green. Okay. I shot him when his eyes were green. I feel like I shot him when his eyes were green. Go back. I feel like I shot him when his eyes were green and that didn't do anything. Hey, rude. Ow. I'm shooting you. I'm shooting you. Alright, let me get my fucking rocket launcher. I don't see any non-threatening heterosexual on my screen right now. Look closer. Alright, the gladiator's right there. This guy looks like a VTuber to me. Where's my health kit? Hello? Is there not a health kit over here? Well, there's those guys. You guys are health kits, aren't you? Stop hitting me. They ever post that the African one asked the streamer to tell their mom that he would like to be her son-in-law? No, but that's really funny. How come nobody does that? How come nobody shows up and wants me to be their son-in-law? You know? I would like to stop taking a mace to the face. That's a good rhyme. Mace to the face. Oh my god, Ina. Can I ask what you do? It's an optometry. I'm an assistant. I'm an assistant to one ophthalmologist, to 2 ophthalmologists, one plastic surgeon. I'm an assistant to those professions. Hello? Do I not get the glory kill? Mal's nihilistic outlook directly woven into his characterization. Did you put that into ChatGPT, or is that the Rick and Morty? Is that the Rick and Morty copy pasta? Didn't read +2 exactly. I enjoy balls to the face. Who said that? Not me. Not me. Listen, man. Listen. We had this whole conversation. Balls are like the least interesting thing to make other things out of. You know? Give me the pyramid. I like triangles. Give me that triangussy. All right? Come on. Chat. Why is the toilet paper round when my butthole is square? Cool. It is very cool, yeah. So you basically, so if you've ever been to the eye doctor and you wear glasses, there's always a guy that you see before the doctor who says, what's better, 1 or 2? I'm the person who's doing that to you. I have the little lens, I have the little machine in front of you, and I say, okay, is it better 1 or is it better 2? And you have to answer the question, then they get your glass subscription. That's me. That's what I do. It's a good job. It's fun. Pay is okay too. Would you like to... Please? Hello? Chainsaw? Skin your ass raw? Chainsaw. Skin your ass raw. Alright, disagree. Sounds comfy. It's a good, yeah, it's good. It's not too busy of a job, and I get to take a nap in the middle of the day. Give me something to break! And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break something tonight. Chainsaw. I skin your ass raw. Ooh, right in his shield eye. That doesn't seem very healthy. Oh, now I can shoot him with my... Oh! He's doubling up. I like this guy. I like this guy. He's double fisting. Let's try our BFG. And we just missed. We missed completely. We whiffed. That did way less damage than I was hoping. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks ass, by the way. The BFG should not do like less than like a quarter of his health. What if I chainsaw you? What if I chainsaw you? How would you feel? What's your opinion? I feel, you know, honestly, there's I feel like one of my biggest disappointments in like a lot of movies lately is their insistence on things being realistic, when instead of realistic, we should be having like gigantic chainsaw swords like how Warhammer 40k does it. Like, okay, maybe it's not the most realistic thing you could have, to have like your character wielding a gigantic fucking chainsaw to saw through enemies' foreheads, eating through like 8 inches of plate armor. But it looks really cool. It looks really cool. I feel like that should be, I feel like we're kind of like losing the plot here. You know, I don't want to go to the movie to watch like somebody have a realistic panic attack in fucking Mario movie. Like, do I like really? I don't want to have to sit here and be like, wow, Chris Pratt, you really put me in the shoes of somebody having a fucking panic attack. Like, if I wanted to do one of those, I would just think about the housing market. I'm sorry, but I just don't need to do that. Right? It's just not necessary. Can I kill you already? Oh, okay. Instead, you're gonna kill me. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. How's my housing situation? It's going. It's going. I'm probably gonna find an apartment pretty soon. Crunch. Blech. Nice brains. That guy was pretty cool. Decide to get some mortgage. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a place. I think I'm gonna just rent. It's a little easier. It's not the best market right now. We pray I find my home. I'm looking. There's a couple good places I can look at. Some good one bedrooms that I'm probably gonna pick up. And hopefully, once I do that, I'll be able to do stuff like cooking streams, which I've been really wanting to do. You know?
The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.
Wow. Help Weast eliminated. Smile. Okay. Yeah, they're like, I want to do like cooking streams, even though like it wouldn't be like cooking anything fancy. It would probably just be like my regular slot production factory. I still think it could be a lot of fun. I haven't been able to really do a whole lot of interesting hand cam stuff, and I want to get back to doing it because I think people like to see my weird gesticulations with my talon little white hands, right? You know, I can't even, I guess I could also do like, I also want to do, I was thinking of doing like a role play stream as like an optometrist, like POV, you're here at the eye doctor and your shapeshifter technician is getting your eye prescription. I think that could be a kind of a funny little gimmick stream to do, but it requires a lot of space that I don't have, so it would be something I would have to do like when I have more space, which would be when I live by myself. So hey man, what's your fucking problem? This is my house. I live here, man. Cooker malform chopping up onions in your computer? Exactly. And then I can make people very upset by the way in which I cook food. People are gonna get so mad how I cook because I chop like some kind of like one-armed brute. It's bad. What I do is I take my knife and I bring it up as high as I can and I slam it down as hard as possible to cut through anything. I basically use a kitchen knife like a cleaver. That's not true. I'm making that up. But that would be fucked up, wouldn't it?
She didn't know you had the demonic crucible. In the end, the very power source you sought to eradicate.
Umineko Rika method. If I knew who that was, I would say yes.
The mission on Sentinel Prime was a success. The demonic consumption of Earth has been stopped.
Only a Slayer's crucible blade can stop a Titan. You must get to the
I once saw a cooking stream with unwashed lettuce and cabbage sauteed with half a bottle of mayo and a bowl of eggs. That sounds like you're asking to shit yourself live on stream. That's like the instant way to like poop yourself, like giga poop yourself, right? You know, I still to read Mineko. I have been, Kogan and I talk about it not infrequently about Umineko, and she says that it's really like it's really something that I would not like, but it's really funny because I can't really talk too much about it because I guess there's plot spoilers, but it involves a lot of gold from 1940s Germany, which is very exciting, which is a very funny concept to include to me. Higurashi when they ball. I think that every visual novel should be reimagined in the they should make basketball versions of famous visual novels, you know. Fate Stay Ball, Higurashi When They Ball. You know, I think that would be pretty good. Fumbled the bit? Fuck you. What does that mean? I don't know. I was just trying to say Higurashi When They Ball and make a bit out of it. Umineko was fun, but it seems like Ryukishi was getting paid by the word. Yeah. That is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like at a certain point you're ow. You're ooh. Fuck. I need a zombie, please. Thank you. Hack dot ball. See there? Now you see my vision. You see my vision. Oh, come on, brother. Sorry, I gotta concentrate. I gotta concentrate for this fucker. Fucking behind me like an asshole. Jesus Christ. There we go. Got him. Christ almighty.
The great city of Taurus, site of the first recorded demon attack in Argentina.
Doesn't it have a higher word count than like War and Peace? I think for a long time, Homestuck was the longest written work in the English language, and I think it had beaten out Ulysses, I think, or the Odyssey maybe. The word count for Umineko is 1,138,003. That dude he really couldn't find 3 letters to trim off of that thing. He really could not find 3 letters to trim off of that. That's crazy. Like, come on, man. How could you do that and not, like, have, like, at least a little something to slice off at the end there? I feel like you don't want to even it up a little bit. One chapter's a million words. It's at a certain point you're just over verbose, right? And I'm one to talk because I literally never stop running my mouth ever. Like almost ever. There are very few times when I actually am not, like, flapping my gums, right? You guys know. You're watching me live right now. Do it right now in person. Archvile is super heavy demon that can summon buff demons. Okay. Hey, man. Oh, I thought that was a person. It was a rotating suit. Imagine Omnibus Print practically a statue. It just where is this guy? Where is this guy summoning from? Oh, he's over here. Ow. Please stop hitting me. Hi. Yep. This is a cluster. This is a bit of a clusterfuck, man. I don't know, dog. This seems like this seems a little bit unfair. I feel like I may be in an unfortunate situation right now. The Gum Flapper New Goober Discord title. I'm stuck in this fucking corner. Let me out. Please. Please. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! Jesus Christ! Holy fuck. Oh my god. Good old-fashioned Fuster Clug. Yeah, that was a really old-school style fuck you. I had this fucking thing too. Like a fucking moron, idiot, stupid asshole. I think the last, I don't even remember the last visual novel that I read. I think I read like part 1 or part 0 of Nekopara, I think. I don't even know if I've read any visual novel all the way through. I'd really have to look back. I think I read like the first like third of like volume 0 of Nekopara, I think is what it was.
But this time Earth will be different.
It was over 30 million words. To work with, oh, a Loud House fanfic. I thought that was a Loud House fanfic. I've never heard of that one. I'm not familiar. What can like? But my question is like, at what point like do you just change all the names and you've made your very own like incredible piece of fiction, right? At a certain point, you're just like, okay, I'm gonna now go back in, Control F, and select all the names of like Lincoln Loud, and just edit his name to be like Brinken Browd, and now it's my very own like gigantic piece of fiction that I'm gonna have published, you know? Like that's what I would be doing eventually. I'd be like, hey, you know, let's just make this mine instead. Like, this is no longer fanfic. This has just been edited to just be mine now. I will show Utaware Rumono to the end of days, read it and play it. It's incredible. Yeah, there she is. She's right there. There was a Brazilian guy who printed all the Brazilian tax on a paper 22 font, and it was 7 tons heavy, 40,000 pages. That's a lot. But also, that's the law of a governance of a country, not somebody writing a weird story about, like, a Nicktoon that was made for, like, 8-year-olds or whatever. Who is the age demographic for the Loud House show? Who is that? I don't know. I can't possibly think of who it would be. It's certainly not me. You know, I don't know if it's any of you guys. Who, like, do kids is it like a middle school or like elementary? Like, what's the age range for these newfangled cartoons the people are putting out? Adults who think kid shows are entertaining. That's not a great audience. I don't know. Historically, those people have not been particularly good to the creators of their media. What am I doing? I gotta go down here. Hello? 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 Oh, I can go down. Dashing is the only way to... Okay. Fucking headbutt. Nice. Oh, okay. I do like how late in the game they introduced swimming. That's pretty good. That's pretty solid. Alright. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of like the last kid show that I watched. I mean, like, like I remember watching Empowered Demon. Excuse me. Thanks for the Oreo. I remember watching I think I watched like Steven Universe, but I didn't watch like the whole series. I watched like the first couple of seasons, I think. Because it was kind of entertaining, you know. I saw some of the appeal, right? But like after a certain point, I was just like, okay, this is just like a ham-fisted way for like upset like millennials to hey. There we go. for like upset millennials to be just like, actually, there's representation in my media, chud. Where's your representation? See me being an Adventure Time watcher? Oh yeah! I watched Adventure Time recently in Charles' Discord. That was quite fun. Adventure Time still holds up in my opinion, actually. I think they do quite. There was a bunch of episodes where I missed what was happening. Like I missed like a bunch of episodes. Like I didn't really care for like the Flame Princess or like Princess Bubblegum romance subplot. I didn't think that was particularly interesting. But the rest of it was quite. I think the extended storyline that they had was quite fun. Not to your point, Rick and Morty fan started from. I think I want to drag you out in the backyard and I want to beat you with a hammer until you stop calling me a Rick and Morty fan. Smiles at you. Smiles at you. I like this guy's weird little tentacle footsies.
Help you on your journey.
This is John Tentacle over here. He invented the tentacle. I owe everything I have to him. Don't you make that frown face at me. You're calling me a Rick and Morty fan. Although I have heard that it's actually quite a good show. I will say Rick and Morty has an exceptionally bad rap. Not completely undue, but maybe a little more so than it should. You know, is what I'll say, right? Maybe a little more than it deserves. Ooh, it went up. Maybe a little more than it deserves, but not, you know. You do have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. It's like it's really much more of like what's it called? Like it's just another case of like Redditors being just fucking awful little excuses of human beings, you know? Hey, stop hitting me. Ow. Let's try the ballista. That's not a ballista, but we'll use it anyway. Okay. Alright. That's also fine. That's also fine. I didn't want to chainsaw this guy. I wasn't trying to chainsaw anybody. I wasn't trying to skin his ass raw. You know, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I also want to use my fucking ballista, please. Fucking put a bag over his head and send him to paradise. Crunch. Oh, it's you motherfucker. Oh my god. Go ahead. That has to be... How do you think it feels like to get your head spun around 360? Like, how long... Like, they showed that to be like an instant kill move, but I feel like there's no way, right? There's no way that shit's instant kill, right? That shit has to be like... you have to be able to, like, see what's going on. What do you think? I mean... I don't know. I would be... It's kind of the same thing of how, like, when you, like, get executed via, like, a guillotine, how your head is alive for, like, 7 seconds or whatever. I forget. I think that's how long they measured it, which is really kind of a difficult thing to measure, considering it's not particularly, what's the term? Ethical to be like, hey, man, we're going to cut your head off and then see how long you're left alive while you know, you go through one of the most traumatic experiences possible before you die. You know? I don't know. I feel like there's not much more that's worse to go through than having your head chopped off. Like, I'm struggling to... I guess it's not... I mean, like... Actually, I take that back. There's definitely more traumatic things to go through because you're only suffering your head being chopped off for, like, 7 seconds. Which head? The one on the top of your shoulders, you little pervert. You little boner beast, little pervert, you. Rather get that one chopped off than the alternative. Yes, right. Like that's what I'm saying, right? You could either get like your fucking... What is this? Oh, do I have to go? Okay. I will say probably getting your head chopped off is probably a much easier situation than, like, I don't know, just being tortured in a regular way. Like, I feel like I'd probably rather get decapitated than have my fingernails all pulled out. Mostly because it's like, you don't really have to worry about having your head removed. You do have to worry about what they're going to do to you after they remove all your fingernails, right? That's still going to bother you for a while. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable thing to not like. These purple. I don't like doing these purple challenges because they're hard and I don't like difficulty. Higurashi and nail pulling mentioned in the same stream. What a coincidence! Is that what they do in Higurashi? They pull your fucking nails out? That's awful, man. I don't know, man. I feel like that's not great. What if they just pulled your nails for fun? Well, it's not very fun for me. I mean, like, I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, but I don't think I would be. I would find having my nails pulled out to be a very upsetting experience. Twitch chatter? I don't know. I mean, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I can't even say, well, I haven't tried it yet. I feel like having your nails pulled out is one of those things where even if you haven't had, like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, I'm a big proponent of you got to experience most things at least once before you can turn your nose up at it. But getting your fingernails ripped off probably isn't one of them. Joseph, pulling off your own nails or decapitation. I have to do it, or okay. Do I also have to decapitate myself? That's crazy. That's a crazy request. Okay. Okay. I would probably, well, I mean, it's that or it's death, right? Like, if it was like either you like go through like regular torture, or we'll just cut your head off. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, man, just cut my head off. Fuck you, you know. Like, don't you fucking give me that kind of lift. I get it. Hello? Hello? Okay. There we go. I have minor surgery on my toes. That was not pleasant. Yeah. Man, I feel like it's a bit of a flaw in the design of I mean, like, humans are not the most perfectly designed creatures. We've got a couple. Oh, we've got like a thing. Slayer key. Oh yeah, that's for that purple door. Yeah. I don't know. It's just not the greatest thing in the world. It's never my first pick. Anything to do with, like, I'm not a particularly squeamish person. Like, well, I've got things that I'm squeamish about, but I think fingernails and toenails are particularly gruesome. I would really rather, like, to not have to deal with those things. Thank you for the M-Preg, Ace. Thank you. Ace is like, you know, streamer, I'm tired of your conversation about toenails. Let's get pregnant. Let's consider children. My big beautiful swollen belly, heavy with child. Thank you, Ace. Thank you. Your nails can just grow into you, is kind of fucked. Yeah, that can happen with your eyelashes too, and your eyelids. Your eyelids can just naturally curl under, and it'll cause your eyelashes to poke you in the eye. Barefoot and pregnant? Alright, that's a little evil. That's a little evil. That's maybe me. Alright, maybe we that's a little evil. Oh fuck. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Exclamation point, swell. I'm crazy with it, man. I feel like I don't know. So I don't understand why being on planes make people's feet swell. Hi, Agumi. Hi, hello. Mwah. We're talking about swelling. I don't know how, like, so what is it about? Is it like the air? Is it like the difference in pressure makes your, like, capillaries, your blood vessels open up wider, and then you get more blood going to those areas, so it makes you swollen? I don't know. Babies are born with nails, so pregnant was kind of a big and round, full of finger and toenails, if you think about it. That's true. That's true. Tooth Nuke, possibly. Tooth Nuke, possibly. Hi, Agumi. How are you doing? Agumi, I saw you watching Gundam with Faithal the other day, and I was going to pop in, but I had something else going on. Are you liking Gundam, Agumi? I always think the concept of Gundam is fun, but I think I think the way that they execute it is like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this comes from being like an American, where it's like Americans historically like Godzilla should be about monster destroying a city. I don't want to watch nuclear allegories. I don't fucking care about that. I want to watch him stomp on Tokyo. You know, I don't know if it's that, and I'm just kind of like, I think the way that they do Gundam as a space opera is lame and stupid, and I want them to shoot each other with giant space robots, you know? Maybe it would be good if it wasn't bad. Would you take in my fucking lines? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Burple Gornass. What is this? Overdrive. Airplane food has extra salt so you can taste it? Interesting. Is that... I would have thought that would have been so they could preserve it easier on, like, for longer amounts of time. But that's interesting. I wonder why that is. I wonder why pressure fucks with you so bad. You're a Malphon clone. You're a Malphon orbiter, just like everybody else. Welcome to the family, brother. Welcome to the orbit, Smile. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think Gundam is very cool conceptually. I just don't find that it's about robots. It's not. It have 99% of the time. I feel like Gundam's not about robots. It's about humans having political squabbles, which is, I guess, the point. You know, and the robots are just the cool set dressing to keep people interested when the author wants to talk about like, about fucking politics or whatever, or like make it like an allegory to like Japanese like, contemporary law. I don't know, man. Less air means less sense of smell and taste. That makes sense. Why is he giving me a serious opinion? What did you do to him? I have lots of actual opinions on things, you know, because also the reason why I'm not just doing it would be good if it wasn't, it would be good if it wasn't bad, is because one, you're doing that take. Two, because when I actually say it out loud, it doesn't like, when I do it in text, it works much better as rage bait because I'm very clear. You can't tell that I'm saying it with a huge shit-eating grin, you know. Muv-Love is a better robot story anyway. Shrimp loves Muv-Love, as far as I'm aware. Shrimp, are you here right now? I don't think she is. She usually announces herself. But when Shrimp is here, ask Shrimp about Muv-Love. Ask Shrimp about Mud-Love. Mud-Love. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Can I get up there? Muv-Love is Kino. I don't know what it is. Is it like a... Is it like a, well, it's a visual novel, I imagine. Thank you for Big Sword. Oh. I thank you for Sword Handle. That's fine, too. You're sorry, it's a visual novel? I knew that. I just didn't know what it, like, I just didn't know what it was, like, about. You know? I like the dating sim part, but not the cringe robot shit of Muv-Love. I enjoy a good dating sim every now and then. Hello? I enjoy a good I enjoy a good dating sim every now and then. I've played quite a few in my time. I couldn't tell you which ones, but I played them. It's on Steam? Okay. You won't be rage baited by another chatter? Alright, chatters, listen. It's your guys' moral imperative to fight each other as often as possible. It's your moral imperative to violently berate each other over opinions, both minor and major, you know. I promise you, we are all in this separately. When you sense weakness, do not be afraid to pounce, okay? I am looking to be employed by the CIA. You made yourself sad looking at old animal pictures? Oh, good night, Ina, okay? Don't be sad. Mwah. Here's a big kiss, good night, okay? Mwah. Feel better, okay? Have sweet dreams. Hey. Nice, stop. These guys are not as bad as I remember them being. I remember these guys being much worse. All 9 games? They made 9 Muvloves? What the fuck? I didn't even... how much Muv do they need to love? That's crazy. That seems almost unconscionable. The first part is a dating sim, the second part is robot isekai, and the third is Kino. Is it allowed to be all those things? That can't be right. That can't be right. If you need a robot love story, just watch Chobits. Don't stick your penis in the reset button. What is Chobits? Is Chobits like a slice of... I would like a slice of life with cute robot girl show. I would watch that. I enjoy slices of life. Chobits fucking blows. Okay, alright. This is a PvP zone. Very much so.
And the society you once knew has been replaced by a corrupted world under Maker rule.
This chat is a place in which you need to beat each other to death as hard as possible. All right, I encourage violence against your fellow chatters within reason. All right, don't fucking go too crazy. You guys know the rules. Just blew his asshole out. Or your pain element. I like when the robots are fuckable by normal people standards. I think that I've seen some, I will say, I did have a conversation, I think it might have been in the Yagumi Chord, about a robot. The question was not, is the robot fuckable? The question was the robot slutty? Which I feel is 2 very different conversations, you know? I feel like every robot's fuckable because they've all got exhaust ports, but not all of them are like little bints about it. Not all of them are little tarts, you know? Which I feel is an important distinction to make. Only recognize the Muvlove Extra Unlimited alternative as Muvlove since what is the point without sex in it? Listen, man. The point is that you find beautiful love with a gorgeous robot woman, alright? Alright? Let Me Be With You by Roundtable, such a banger. Is that a Chobits song? I don't know. I just feel like you know, most robots have an exhaust port, and that's fine. That's fine. And an exhaust port is fine too. Smile. What was I gonna say? What was I doing? Where was I going? Playing fucking Doom. Okay. Let's go over here. I think, yeah, we gotta go over this way. I find it so bizarre that they made like. Actually, you know what? I do think it's cool that they made this game have so much platforming, because I think while I really enjoyed Doom 2016, I can see why some people were just like, it's too slow, you know, there's not enough action. When you're not shooting, it's boring, and you can't just have it be non-stop 24/7 shooting action. 2016 was so much better. I think they're both good. I think they're both quite good, and I like them both. I just see how people like this one more because it does make your little monkey brain keep you a little more engaged by jumping and hopping and running around. The original Doom blows this new gen shit out of the water. I mean, not really. The original. Oh, you know what we should? Oh, if I finish, I don't think I'm gonna finish this game tonight. I mean, maybe. I don't think so though. I think there's a lot left to this game. But I do want to play My House.wad. I want to play that game a lot, actually. I've been very meaning to play that game for quite a while now. Boink. I've been meaning to play that for quite a while because it's like a horror game based it's like a horror based Doom WAD, which is really cool. I also like how they named Doom files like Doom maps WADs. I think it stands for Where's All the Data, I think. Doom fan games like I Am Sakuya are better than New Doom. I don't know anything about Doom fan games. I will say though, don't get mad, but the only Doom games that I've really even played are this one and 2016. I haven't really even played the original Doom games because I'm a, you know, I'm a bit of a youngster. Hey man. Wario time. Thank you. Thank you. Brazilian Drug Dealer Simulator 3. I did play that game. I did play that game on the Discord once, and that was a fucking clusterfuck. That game was fun. Play retro, Malphon retro, Malphon be retro. I am playing retro. I played Doom 2016. That game was 10 years old. That's retro. I already played. We already had the whole retro game that we did. Yeah. The Citadel and Beyond still are really good, though not Doom was. Oh, aren't those like the really horny ones? Aren't those the ones with like the big titty women who like explode into gore? That's like a very like Riona like a Riona game, isn't it? Okay. Kratos makes video games with his fiance doing the art, and I think that's beautiful. Oh. See, get you a girl who's willing to make like your weird gory Riona like titty anime games. I think that's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful, wonderful world to live in. You can't even math for your rage bait. 2016 was not 10 years ago. Yeah, it was. 2016 was 10 years ago. It's 2026, isn't it? Smile. Smile. Smiles at you. Alex, I think you may need to just check your calendar. It's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes, except me. I've never made one of those. But everyone else does sometimes. Press button. You rage bait me by smiling? Smile. Smiles at you. Smiles at you. Smile. Dropping a year when counting age will surely never end in disaster. What is that supposed to mean? Excuse me? Excuse me? Now that is a sentence. That is a statement I won't abide. Listen, man. As far as I'm concerned, I have a big cool sword, so your opinion doesn't really matter. All right? Smile. I feel like, I don't know, not to be like Reddit about it, but I feel like we've kind of lost something when we stopped wearing capes. I don't know what was the original practical purpose of capes anyway? Like, was there a practical purpose, or was it just they look cool as fuck? Like, was there like a practical purpose for capes? Thought the same shit yesterday. I just don't. We're kind of missing out, right? Our ancestors had so much cool stuff. Bring back cloaks when it's cold. I think so too. Like I think they were probably originally for like wind chill against your back. I don't see why we don't, because it's not like the wind stopped being a thing. It's not like we stopped having the wind. So maybe we could, I don't know, consider protecting ourselves from it, right? I turned on the vents. Boink. Basic environmental puzzle solved. Like what like I imagine that's what they were for like wind chill, right? We don't need to bring back like top hats or like Stetson hats or anything like that, but we can bring back rotating hazmat suits. We can bring back cloaks. I don't know. Oh fuck. Ooh. I don't want to go down there yet. Oreo cookie. Thank you. Why does Doom Guy want all these frisbees? Praetor suit point. Whatever, man. Okay. Boink. In the soup. I'm in the soup. Okay. Okay. Soup navigated. Oh. You know, oh man. So, all right, I'm gonna bring up something a little controversial right now, guys. What is our opinion on Silksong? I played the original Hollow Knight when it came out, and I loved it to pieces. And I'm probably gonna be playing Silksong when it releases. Even if I have something else that I'm doing, they should cancel it because it would be really funny. They're charging like $20 for it, which is crazy. Like the most anticipated game of like the last like 7-8 years, and they're charging $20 for it. Like, are you kidding me? Is Team Cherry French? Does anybody know? Is Team Cherry French? Those crazy French bastards. They should delay it a couple years. It looks unfinished. I think I could say the same thing about you, Agumi, but you know what? I'm gonna be nice about it. You know, you look a little undercooked there, Viscacha girl. I think you should play it, Agumi. I think you'd love it. You'd be able to plug in your little retro controller, and you can pretend that you're playing on a Sega Saturn and just imagine, you know? They're South American, think Chile? Really? Interesting. Place I saw said it was $20 for a Switch 2 upgrade. What does that mean? I don't follow what that means. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Oh, down. I think South American people are really good at like platformers and like shmups and stuff like that. And like Scandinavian people are really good at like wretched horror games, you know, like Cry of Fear and Stalker and stuff like that were all made by I believe like Scandinavian or Finnish people, and they're really good. I feel like something to do with like the region in which you come from has something to do with you know, your with how good you are at stuff. With how good you are at making certain genres of games. I wonder if it has something to do with like the grim environment that like Northern Europe tends to experience. They're Australian, fucking whatever, same thing. God damn. Owie. Team Cherry is Australian? Okay, alright, fine, I get it. God, Agumi didn't want to take credit. She didn't want to take credit for being on the same continent as the greatest video game developers of all time. Fucking whatever, man. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that South Americans aren't basically Japanese people. Hey man. They're not gonna give you a free copy. The meat riding can stop. But what if they do? What if they do? What if there's like, man, this dude glazed us so hard. This dude gave us the sloppiest top. We gotta give him a free game. We gotta give him something. We can't just let all that gawk go to waste, you know? What the hell? It's true. See? The South American people are basically Japanese people. You know? Mastery tokens. I don't care about this. I do not care about your circles. Oh. Use? The most wretched little bug, Malphon. That's already the most wretched little bug's name, because that's my name. That's my name. Oh, stretch. Good stretch. I got the sword. The sword. Some of those Brazilian girls you see on your timeline look Asian. The only thing that I know about Brazilian girls was that Brazilian Hatsune Miku trend that was done a while back, and I choose to believe that they're all stacked like fuck. And unsheath Crucible to dismiss. Press V. Okay. I see it's just Eviscerate the item, okay. Oh, we had a Japanese chatter in here the other day, Akumi. You would have fit right in. You would have made fast friends. Hey, don't you throw stuff at me, mister. This is very rude of you. This is very rude of you. Taste my steel. Taste my steel. Point. Taste my steel, okay? You would have wished you would have died here on my steel, okay? Mr. Payne Elemental. Mr. Payne Elemental. She says hi, Malphon. I don't know. Is that what she's saying? Is that what she's saying? Is she saying kind words to me? Oh, there's probably a fucking probably some kind of like archvile. Some have cocks too. Brazilian girls? That makes sense. All the best girls have penises. That makes sense to me. Smile. Whoopsie. Okay, that's one. That's two. Let's get you. Any more of those red things? You got any more crucibles? Question mark. You got any more crucibles? Question mark. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. All right. Let's use our rocket launcher. Okay. I honestly, let's use this one. I feel like Doom could be more violent. I feel like Doom could be more violent. I just feel like you don't get enough like melee in this game. You know, like I mean, I guess you get like the sword and like all the glory kills, but I feel like you don't like. I feel like a good QTE, like okay, listen, hear me out, okay? QTEs were not the greatest, right? Not everybody loves a QTE, but I think a good QTE of you like disemboweling some kind of like screeching hell beast would be pretty fun, you know? Like maybe not every time, but if every now and then, if I had the option to like make like a lasso out of a mancubus's guts and like use it to swing an imp around to smash it into a wall, I think that would be pretty good. We need to go back to Flash games where you would torture a stickman. No, because that reflects on your immortal soul and that'll send you to hell. Hi tier. Who are you talking about? I don't know who that is. That person's not here, but I'm here. Hi, Tier. Rhyming. Tier, how were your fire ceremonies today? How did that go? Did you have, was it, I don't know if it's something that it's like, fun, is it like a fun, like, I mean, like, I don't know if I ask, did you have fun? Was it good? I hope you had a good day, is what I'm getting at. Alright, whatever, they're fucking talking.
I'm detaching myself from the ship's system.
They're fucking talking about nothing.
Total transfer to
Oh
external
my
drive
god.
complete.
It went well, good, okay. Well, it's like, I don't know, cause I didn't know, I wasn't sure if it was like a religious ceremony, and I don't know if you're supposed to be like, that's like saying like, hey man, did you have fun at the baptism? You know? So it's like...
Do you require anything else before we begin our journey to Erda?
We should probably spend these, little cash monies. Okay. We have all these fucking... I don't know what this thing is. I don't really care. Okay. You had fun at the baptism? Hi, Miss Paint Mouse. How was your time at the horse races? Did you bet on any horses? Did you win anything? Were any of the horses particularly, like, I don't know, violent? Did they kick anybody in the head? That always seems like an interesting event. They have fun at those baptisms where they spin the babies around like they're tech decks. That is pretty good. I feel like if I was a baby, I would personally enjoy being spun around like a tech deck. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, come on. Blue Jean baby. Ooh, I want these things. Do you fuck with Greyhound racing? I appreciate the, I appreciate physical mastery of our world in any sport, shape or form. Especially when we drive non-human animals to their utmost physical extremes for money and profit. So yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I like it when dogs go fast. Do ammo. Cockfighting fan? Well. Smile. Hi, you did not bet. You want to go bet on hurt feelings? You're later. That's cute. Isn't there like a... You're so West Virginian? What do you mean by that? That's an insane comment to make at a person. What the fuck? Chilean girl shocks audience by insulting American man in perfect regional fucking discourse. Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Don't worry, Ace, I got your back. This chatter still insults other chatter in the original way via doxing. Oh my god, that's funny. That's crazy. South American so advanced in American racism she can pinpoint the state. It's crazy. That's like, what the fuck? What was that? Is he only say with Greyhound racing Mr. Agumi's dungeon mod? Okay. Well, he didn't say that he races Greyhounds. He could just be aware that Greyhound racing is a thing. I was aware it was a thing. You know? Knowledge of Greyhound racing is not solely locked to being from West Virginia. You know? Alright. Oh, this is a broadcast. I don't care about this. Would you guys still love me if I was West Virginian? I'd have to think about it. I'd have to consider it. You know? Do we have Virginia? We have regular Virginia with West Virginia. Well, do we have South Virginia? I feel like we should. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of South something. Mountain Mama. Take me home, country roads. Ace is probably gonna like go apoplectic if I try to sing that song. Regular Virginia gotta go. Oh, Virginias. Imagine 7 Virginias. 9 legs. 7 Virginias. South Carolina, Dakota. Oh, maybe that's what I was thinking of. You guys seem like you're having fun up there. Oh. Pop. Virginia's the Christian state to you. I think it's extremely funny that you're a Christorian. What do I do armor? I feel like I don't know. People, do you think that like we're always gonna know that like future people are gonna like know that Chris Chan was just some weirdo who got tortured by online psychopaths his entire life, and as such like just was not a particularly not a particularly interesting figure, was just some guy who like underwent the most advanced like mental torture that even the CIA could not have committed on somebody. Or do you think they're gonna be like, this man was very clearly, you know, seen as a priest of the new internet religion, as you can see with his holy medallion, the Sonichu, which brought great misfortune to all future holders of it, because it was believed to have been denied its original owner. Hi, Archibald. Hi. Hi. The big guys look like Peter Griffin. I mean, I can see that. I feel like I also look like Peter Griffin sometimes, like emotionally. Like in my heart, I kind of look like Peter Griffin sometimes. Kogarin, look, I'm playing Doom Eternal. Like that kind of stuff, right? 9 legs with 7 Virginians implies there's 1 barren land between the 2 of them. Yeah, that's the Gooch, brother. That's the Gooch. You ain't never heard of the Gooch? Anybody? All right, guys, raise your hands. Who's never heard of the Gooch? Okay. Does anybody, do you guys know the scientific name for the gooch? There's a special anatomical term for the gooch. Do you guys know it? The Sonichu medallion is actually cursed. The merge is on. The merge is not happening. The merge has been denied. The perineum? Exactly, the perineum. Can you imagine being a high school anatomy teacher and being, alright guys, you guys know the gooch? It's called the perineum. That's verbatim what my high school anatomy teacher said to my class. He was like, alright guys, you guys know the gooch? You guys know about the gooch? Whoopsies. Magi-chan told me the merge was trued up. The merge is not trued up. The merge is not trued up. The merge is not happening, okay? You know, the timelines are not converging. Sonichu is not hunting me down as we speak, okay? You know, sounds like an exotic plant. Exactly, right? You know, it sounds like some like rich guy be like, oh yes, the perineum. It blooms once every 60 years, and it smells like dirty, unwashed ass. Oh. You know, that's apparently like a real flower. I think it's called like the corpse flower. It blooms like once every 100 years, and it smells like rotting corpses. Perineum and frenulum go well together. Yeah, they're frenulums. Haha, haha. The perineum and the frenulum are frenulums. Get it? Get it? Because, get it? Vileplume is based off that. Vileplume flower. Ooh, I didn't know that. I like how this guy looks like a big baby. I like this guy. This guy looks like just like a. All right, well, you kind of just went down like a sack of shit, didn't you? I guess I do have like the triple going on right now. Whoopsies. Let's go back to. I think I had a conversation with somebody at work about, like, I was talking about the soft spot on babies' heads, as you do with your coworkers. I was talking about how, like, oh, you know how, like, they say you're not supposed to press on the soft spot of a baby's head? And they were like, yeah, because, you know, that's, like, common knowledge, not something that you usually have to be like, hey, do you guys know you're not supposed to give brain damage to babies? That's not something that you ask the average person, and they'll say anything other than yes, right? So it wasn't really a conversation. It was more like me just being a bit of a weirdo at work. And I was like, oh, do you know what it's called? Do you know what that part of the baby is called? And they were just like, oh yeah, it's called the frenulum. And I was like, no, it's not. It's not. It's not called the soft spot on the baby's head is not called the frenulum. Do not press the egg on the rodent's head. Yeah, Agumi has a weird egg-shaped lump on her head that she was born with. I like to imagine that it was her sins as a retro gamer implanted upon her skull that slowly released over time to drive her into the arms of the Sega Saturn used market. It's called the baby soft spotulum. That's not true. That's what I call you. I think that's you. I think that's your name. I think if I was to be a little trued up with it, that would be you, right? You know? See Doom Guy's eyes when he has a power up, like when you turn your computer off after jacking, you have to look at yourself in the blackness of the screen. You turn your computer off after you do that? I go right back to what I was doing, brother. I don't know about you. What the hell, man? That's not me. You're sick. I am a little sick. I'm a little diseased. I'm a little bit of an unfortunate buppy. Heard you can get one to grow in Animal Crossing if you really fuck up your town. You can get a... You can get a frenulum to grow in Animal Crossing? I don't think that's how that works, brother. Anyway, the soft spot of a baby is called a fontanelle. Smile. The soft spot is kind of like a frenulum for the skull. Everything is kind of like the frenulum for the skull. Because the skull is covered in skin. Or something. Apparently... Hey, stop that. Fuck. Apparently there was a guy who, like, got scalped and survived. I think I talked about this on stream with, like, Woozle. There was a guy who got scalped scalped, and he survived, but he died because he bonked his head on, he bonked his head on a door frame, and because he didn't have any, like, protection between the door and his, like, brain, he just died instantly. Unfortunate Buppy Fawn, yeah. Unfortunate Buppy Fawn. Yeah. A frenulum is just like a connective seam. The soft spot is like the seam of soft bone. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll agree with you. Yeah, you have everybody has a frenulum under their tongue. The little string that connects the tongue to the floor of the mouth, that's called your frenulum. Everybody has one, you know. But only Kogrin has a fontanelle. You've been Yakubian every time you tuned in. This is true. Hello, Salad Forest, my most beloved. Hello, wonderful Salad Forest. How are you doing? Are you enjoying your evening? How are we today? Ow, hot. Hi, Azrael. Hi. No radiate. I think Taimisi hasn't been here yet today, so I don't know if we have radiate. Hi, welcome in. You're sticky and nasty. We don't have radiate. Your paws are so sticky. Oh my god. Your paws are so sticky. Can you help me? My paws are so sticky. Hey, stop doing that. I feel like this is going down. They're discussing you're gonna die. Okay, well, you know, try not to die before you let me lick them, okay? Ooh, we can draw though. That's cool. Oh, there's radiate. I don't know why radiate wasn't working. Make sure you get your radiation and you make sure you get your beautiful fortune. All right. It's very important to know your fate. I got the fucking reverse tower the other day. I was so mad because it's like the reverse tower is like the last thing that I need. You know, I mean, it's better than just the tower, but I feel like the reverse tower is still not great because it's like the withholding of disaster, and it's like I'd rather just have disaster. You were outside, fucked up with her. It's fucked up what they be doing to you, Fizzbuzz. It's fucked up what they be doing to you. Oh, I died. Fucked up what they be doing to you, man. Hello? Game? Load checkpoint? Game? Load checkpoint? Game? Load checkpoint? Game? Load checkpoint? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! Whoa. Alright, game crashed. Let's, Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Alright, we're gonna have to... Task manager, kill this motherfucker. Task manager, shoot this bitch. Alright. I do like bringing out the task manager to, like, shut down a program, because it feels like I'm holding somebody underwater till the bubbles stop coming up. Don't call them bitches. Don't call them foids, bro. Come on, man. What the hell? Kogarin's happy. Look how happy she is. Big smile. Big smiles in the chat, right? Big smiles. I like task manager is like you hire like a big dude in like a nice Armani suit, and he like walks up and is like, what do you need, boss? And I'm like, I need you to fucking kill that guy with a million billion miseries. And he grabs the game and he holds it under his head till the bubble stops coming up, and like it stops wiggling and the game pisses itself, and you kind of now you have to deal with not just a dead body but a dead body that's pissed itself. I feel like dealing with a dead body is hard enough, but like I just feel like the fact that dead bodies like piss and shit themselves on death makes it so much worse, right? So much worse, you know? Like, I'm fine to deal with a corpse, but I just don't want to deal with a messy corpse, right? I'll have to start from the beginning. That's not true. Name a woman. John F. Kennedy. Name a woman. Michelle Obama, Tyler Perry, Jackie Chan.
The shield is lowered. Now, while it's exposed,
Punches you directly in the brain. Punches you directly in the fucking brain. See you later, idiot. See you later, idiot. You missed half this context. Is this a fetish? What do you mean? I would never have a conversation about fetishes. What was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? Hello? You missed half this context? Listen, man. It's not, context is not gonna help you. Context has never helped a single soul in this stream. What is this? The only correct answer, I haven't seen a dude that castrated since the Roman Empire. Oh my god. Squish. Oh, got him. Low. Do you guys think we should bring back like physical mutilation as punishments? Do you guys think that's a good idea? Hey, I need you to stop doing it. Like, should we cut the hands off of thieves? Do you think that's a good idea? I'm not particularly against it, right? I feel like it would work really well. Like, you would have to do that maybe twice, I think, and then people would probably really stop stealing. I think the threat of having your hand chopped off is a really good deterrent. I honestly don't really know why we don't do it anymore. We should deglove all Twitch streamers. You know that includes you, right? You little brat. That is not just me. That includes you. It's not used as a punishment. It's just a Hollywood humiliating ritual to make eunuchs. Well, yeah. Well, that's why I'm talking about the removing of hands, not castration. Okay. Listen, I don't care what people do with their cock and balls. Right? Just don't steal shit. All right? Just don't steal shit out my house. Okay, alright, well then, I guess we're gonna deglove you then. Exclamation point cock? Yeah. You know, have you guys know the delicious pasta dish, spaghetti and meatballs? Well, here's your next big hit in terms of food preparation. Me at balls. Smile. I like how there's all like 80 million corpses in the walls. That's pretty cool. I like the enemy. You've never heard of that dish before? Well, now you have. I'm kind of like the greatest Italian culinary expert to ever walk the face of the fucking earth. I want this thing. I don't want that thing. Can you explain to you spaghettis and meatballs? You're from an island where there's no internet. Well, basically, you have this edible string. Why am I crying? You have this edible string, basically, right? And you also have, imagine you take a very large angry cow, and you press it down into its base components, and then you turn it into a sphere, and you put it with your edible string, and instead of building a nice house with it, like or like a nice sweater, you eat it. You eat seeds. So that sounds pretty good. There's worse things you could eat out there, right? Is it true? Like, I know that it's not true that you'll grow a watermelon in your stomach if you eat seeds, but, like, is there, like, any sort of veracity to the idea of, like, the human body being a good, like, ground for the growth of any biological object? Like, let's say you had, like, I don't know, some kind of, like, hardy seed, right? And you plant it in, like, somebody's arm. Do you think that the nutrients from the body would be enough to like nourish this object in order to make it live? You get hardy seed and be frequently. That's because you are a homosexual, my friend. And that's because you are a gay man. Smile. I've seen small plants grow out of skin. That's so cool. See, I thought I was like, I thought I was people were like, streamer, what the fuck are you talking about? You're an idiot. You're a stupid moron and I hate you. But it's true. It's true. I knew it was true. What do you mean invalid target? Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Ringworm, tapeworms, you're a ringworm. Every bit of gut bacteria. I'm talking about like plants. Like could I feasibly make a dandelion grow out of somebody's forehead? What would it take to make that happen? You know? These are the questions nobody but me is willing to ask. You know, chooses forehead, not belly button. You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. How could I have been so blind? How could I have been so silly? Hey, do you mind? Buddy? Buddy? Squish. Lol. 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 If you could grow, like, do you guys think I would be cool if I had like a big flower growing out of my head instead of like one single curly hair, I had like a big flower growing out of my head? Do you guys think that would be cool? Do you think I would get made fun of at school for that kind of thing if I had like a single big curly flower growing out of my head? Like, why is that like a thing? Why is it like, oh, like the child has the single giant curly hair growing out of his head? That's never happened, right? No child has ever had No child has ever had one single giant curly hair growing out of their head. Why do we have this idea that happens? You know? What the fuck? Who thought who's doing this? Wow, then you could be like the Drakengard 3 woman. True. I heard Drakengard 3 was a great game in every aspect except gameplay, because it does. Is that what happened to you? Is that what happened to you when you were born a beautiful bouncing baby girl? You had one single giant curly hair growing out of your head, and everybody was like, "Wow, she's so beautiful with her big giant curly hair." Wow. Can you assholes fucking stop? All right, now this guy fucking shows up. Okay, disagree. You were 90% hair? Sasquatch baby? First ever Sasquatch baby? I feel like a Sasquatch is kind of a lame, like myth to have. Like, yeah, like what's like China has like the dragons, fucking Europe has like banshees and unicorns and other crazy shit like that. Am I fucking stuck? Hello? You know? Can I fucking move, please? Hello? I'm gonna do this thing. There we go. Fuck you. I didn't need to do that. That was a waste on that guy. But you know what? Area cleared. Shit happens, man. Shit does happen. I feel like the day two of talking about the fucking Bigfoot, by the way. I don't know. I just think that he's a really lame urban legend to have. Like, we have, like, China has the dragons, Europe has like the banshees and the unicorns and all sorts of other crazy stuff. What do we get? A really big fuck off hairy guy. Come on. Right? Really? We just get some dude from the Pacific Northwest. That's our big myth. That's what we're known for. A hairy guy from the Pacific Northwest. He may as well fucking wear flannel too. And we know how I feel about flannel. I hate it. I think flannel sucks. You know? And the Flatwoods baddie is just that's a big titty woman from Arizona is what you're telling me. And crop circles are not an urban legend. Crop circles are dumb, and I hate them because they're just like, wow, they're just big circles. You're telling me that I have to be happy with having my urban legend being fucking circles in the ground? Fuck off. He has a giant blue cow. That's probably tasty. Isn't that Paul Bunyan? I don't think that's not Sasquatch. That's Paul Bunyan. Okay, that's too far. I'm sorry, but I am not pleased with being like, oh, you get crop circles, idiot. Again, the fucking Chinese get dragons. You're telling me I have to be happy with fucking crop circles? Get out of here. We got Mothman. You can dig in his ass for free quarters. I like the blood waterfall. And that is true. Mothman is kind of cool. But again, it feels so supremely uncreative, right? Oh, we've got a guy he's a moth and he's a man. Okay, so what? I'm at least 50% Mothman. You know, American folklore also has the Jersey Devil, a fur-covered fish, and a snake that bites its own tail, spins like a wheel. Okay, the wheel snake is very cool. Hoop snakes are fucking baller. I'll say that much. Hoop snakes are cool. Big Monkey is pretty cool too. Is Big Monkey one of ours? King Kong is King Kong one of ours? The flannel was too far. Were you here yesterday when I was talking about how I don't like flannel? Were you here when I was talking about that? Ow. Dragons are just big gay lizards. Okay. Well, I would rather have big gay lizards than just big gay man, which is again all we get out of the Pacific fucking Northwest. Nar, yeah. Isn't a Sasquatch a big monkey? No, I don't think so. I don't think he's a big monkey. I think he's like just a really hairy guy. I mean, I guess you could argue that that's what big monkeys are. You know, you could kind of argue that monkeys are just really big hairy dudes. But that kind of takes the appeal out of monkeys, because again, like if I wanted to see big hairy dudes, I just go watch gay porn, you know, which you don't have to just be wanting to see big monkeys for that, you know. Streamers 43% flaccid. Fuck you. Fuck you. Nuh-uh. Unso. That is unso. I think out of all the American urban legends we've got, I think Hoop Snake is the coolest. Malv goes to the YMCA for his Barry Yowie. Why would I do that? I don't need to go to the YMCA. You know, come on, man. The Yowie comes to me. You know how many weird DMs that I get every day? Plenty. I need this guy to stop existing. Let me do this. I had this whole conversation yesterday about how I find grunge to be lame because it's a genre built entirely around your music sounding like shit and you smelling really bad and wearing ugly flannel. People who enjoy grunge, people who enjoy the grunge genre, please close your ears. But I find that I find flannel to be stinky. I find grunge music to sound like ass, and I think that these people need to shower more. Welcome 9% of punk. Alright, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I just don't see what being smelly and crusty has to do with it, you know? Think the Chaos Dunk is the coolest American urban legend? True! True! How did I forget Charles Barkley, you sick son of a bitch. You killed everybody in Manhattan with that shit. Where am I going? Can't go up there. Am I supposed to go over here? What do I do over here? You wear flannel because it's practical in Canada? Well, as I think, my issue with flannel, I think, is that it absorbs smell really, really, like, bad, right? I think flannel absorbs smells really bad, and it especially, like, human smell, and it's not the good kind of stink, right? There's a good stink to be had, but it's not, hey, let me in. But you're not finding it with flannel, right? I'm lame, you're lame. I bet you're wearing flannel right now, you little brat. No? Oh, okay. Do you not wash your clothing? I do. I don't wear flannel. I don't own any flannel. But I have found that when I'm in the company of people who do wear flannel, that they tend to not smell very good. But also that might also speak more to the company that I keep, because I do tend to hang out with people who are a little crusty themselves, I suppose. Favorite part about being punk is all right. What the fuck? Why do we got you here? Eat fucking lead, asshole. What the fuck? Hello? There we go. Ooh, in the brain. All right, don't make that face. Okay, are you wearing flannel right now? Don't shmoo with me. Don't you shmoo with me. It's all about the image now. It sucks. Yeah. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, eventually it was gonna get co-opted, right? Like, you can't have anything get as popular as Punk did, without it getting co-opted. That's just the nature of things, right? Like, it's gonna happen to, like, VTubing eventually, if it hasn't already, honestly. It happened to Punk, it's gonna happen to anything, you know? I think one of the few things that's never gonna get, like, co-opted and, like, turned into, like, a playground for, like, rich people is probably being a juggalo. Juggalos is a subculture that is truly counterculture. I cannot think of a single person who thinks juggalo culture is, like, compatible to, like, quote unquote the market. Like, do you like you will never find, like, a dude in, like, a Wall Street meeting be like, how can we appeal to the fucking juggalos, you know? The Fagoko? I mean, that's I think that's more of, like, a symbiotic relationship, you know? Emo, so pretty much the people who only want to be there to yeah, exactly. But like, you're not gonna find anybody who's just like, because there's definitely stuff that's been made by, like, big corpos, be like, we want to appeal to the punk rock kids crowd, you know, we want them to edgy with, like, jackets with spikes on them. Nobody, and I guarantee you nobody is like, hey man, we gotta get the juggalo audience in on this, right? The origins back in the 70s, the closest anything was to rock and roll was Johnny Rotten. He was fired for speaking about Seville. Wasn't there, like, a guy who, like, would shit on stage and throw it at people? Who am I thinking of? Mouse, you'll probably know who I'm talking about. It's not. I'm not, but it's about the principal. Okay, all right. Well, I'm sorry that you felt the need to emotionally defend flannel wearers. But I suppose that does make you an honorable soul. That does give you the heart of a warrior, willing to stand up for people who aren't able to defend themselves on account of them being kind of smelly. I think if you really want to truly become counterculture, you need to be a juggler. You know. That was Gigi Allen, who would keep his mouth shut around powerful people. Ah, Gigi Allen. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. The opposite of rage baiting. Yeah, we're smile proliferating. The opposite of rage baiting. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. You can't. I don't know. I have never been, like, in punk culture. You know. Can I kill you with this thing? All shock and nothing else, yeah. I won't say what you have to be in order to be punk or not punk, because I've never really been in the scene, you know, it's not really for me to say. But I think it would probably not be an uncontroversial take to say that, like, it's not particularly punk rock to take massive checks from the wealthy political elite, or like or like to kowtow to the system for a fucking paycheck, you know. Not because, again, not because I know anything about it, but it's just that just seems like a common sense scenario to me. There's a lot happening on my screen right now. You're pro selling out. I mean, honestly, my take is that unless you're out here being just like, if you're on record being like, I'll never sell out, I'll never bow to the establishment, and then you do later, I think that's worse than if you're just like, yeah, man, I'm doing this because I want to fucking get rich. I want to make money. You know, I'm doing this for the bag, right? I think it becomes selling out when you either compromise your artistic vision for profit, or if you are like running your mouth constantly about not selling out, and then you do eventually, right? I think you know, for everyone else, it's like, yeah, man, just fucking get your money, dog. I was a hobo punk. I do not recommend everyone who's an elitist despite your living situation. That's crazy to me, because it's like, brother, you're all fucking homeless and you all probably smell. Like, I don't care how, like, cool you think you are. You sleep in the garbage. You're not cool. Hold on. I have to go check something on the dog. Hold on. Oh, never mind. That's my housemate getting home. Okay. Never mind. We're good. I thought I heard her throwing up loudly in the other room, but she wasn't. That was just my housemate. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Being homeless is not counterculture. That's just being destitute. People love the stale fries from Wendy's dumpster smell. That is true. That is true. I do remember my favorite thing about coming home after working at McDonald's was smelling like 3-day-old grease. That was great. That was cool. That was peen. This game is so fucking long. I didn't remember how long this game was. Ugh. Who's our shopper? Yeah. Nice. I don't know. It's like if somebody came to me, if like, let's say like my career goes crazy style and I end up like being able to do this for a living and all sorts of other crazy shit, which would be really cool if it happens. I think that would be really, really great. I would be very happy to do that. I would love to not have to, you know, work a 9-to-5 for a living. I would love to do this for, you know, I would love to do this for a living. But if someone came up to me and was like, Malphon, you sold out. Malphon, you fucking, so what happened to you, Malphon? You sold out. I'd be like, brother, I'm sorry, but I literally never said I was ever going to be anything else, you know? I never said I was going to ever do anything else. Like, I would, like, if you were in my position, you would also take the paycheck. Would I take a big bag if I had to censor myself? I think it would be hard. I think it, ow, died. I think I just died in the fucking trap. I think it would be hard for me because, I don't know how much of what you guys, come to see is me, like, being a gross little fucking beast versus, other stuff about me. I don't know. I know you don't come to watch me for my gameplay. No, you don't come to watch me for my gameplay. So, I won't say that. Malphol, Tenga, yeah. I mean, listen, if Omo won't take the Tenga partnership, I will. You know.
Inside that citadel is the soul extraction.
New Hollow Stars gen, look out. I think Hollow Stars has a lot of better options besides me. I think Hollow Stars has a lot of better choices besides me. Hollow Stars Tenga collab win. I think that would be pretty good. I would buy Kaseki Biju Tenga. That would be good. Would I go Corpo? No, I probably wouldn't go Corpo because I would have to use a model that's not me. You know, like, I would not be... So when I originally first had my Vroid, which you can see, there's a clip on the channel that you can see, where it's me talking about how they use flamethrowers in the Vietnam War. And it's got my old Vroid. And I was very unhappy after using that Vroid for a while. Because it didn't reflect the vision of what I wanted as a content creator. This current model that I have, while are there things that I would be interested in maybe doing a little differently? Probably. But I think by and large, I'm happy with this model to the point where it's like, I wouldn't want to meaningfully change it, you know? That's my number one clip. Yeah, that's my number one clip. Excuse me. Where are you going, brother? I basically what I'm saying is that I wouldn't want to give up creative control over my model. I think that's to my personal enjoyment of the hobby, rather than you know, that's a good way to go. That's to my personal enjoyment of the hobby, and like, I guess if I was guaranteed to make a lot of money, I could probably suck it up, but I probably wouldn't be very happy about it. And I do this for fun more than anything else, right? Do health. Yeah. So I guess I would go corpo if they let me keep my model. But that would also require them to, like, let me keep my brand, and I would take all my viewers with me if I eventually left, so that's why they don't let you do that, right? You know?
I assure you, this could have been avoided with different leadership.
Yeah. Yeah. But if I was to, like, be offered, like, a lot of money for like, a Twitch contract to be like, alright, streamer, you can no longer talk about, like, getting your boy hole plowed. I'd be like, gee, oh, come on, really? That's really what my viewership is wants to see when they tune in. I think I would probably suck that up. I would probably be like, all right, that's fine. I'll make that trade for a lucrative cash money like stuff, you know. But I also don't think you could call it selling out, right? Because I've never said that I've never said that I'm like, I'll never change for the man. I wouldn't want to, probably, but would I if when it came down to it? Probably. I like money. I like money, and I want to not have to work for my entire life. Numbers drop and management relents. Exactly. They're gonna listen, man. No, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck, streamer? Where's your why doesn't your audience tune into your irreverent attitude and weird off-topic tangents?" So it's like, well, you're not letting me talk about having my fucking butthole slammed, so they're really not interested. I'm sorry. You know, Mr. Man, Mr. Management. Ooh. A little pandering as a treat? I'd say so. What's the point if I don't pander to you guys a little bit, right? Come on. What's the point if I don't give you guys what you want every now and then? Hey man, I shot you with like a big giant green death ball. Can you die? Okay. I'm sorry, I have to concentrate for like 10 seconds. There we go. Alright. That's good. Smile. We're fine. Okay. Alright, okay. This game gets kind of stressful, doesn't it? This game gets a little... Hey, do you mind? This game gets a little stressful sometimes. Good lord. 80 million billion jillion dead demons. We'll probably finish up this level, and then we'll do a jiggy, and then we'll probably be done. I wouldn't last a day in Detroit. No, I wouldn't. That's why I don't live there. That's why I don't live in Detroit. I love that kind of comment. You wouldn't last a second if you came from where I came from. It's like, well, if I came from where you came from, then I'd probably be fine because I would have came from there. But I'm not going to go there now because I'm not from there. So why would I go there? Come on, use your fucking brain. Like, really? You know? Mr. Booty Snatcher? Hello? We all know you're the Detroit Booty Snatcher, Ace, okay? Young Stroker the God, as they know him in the Ubers, right? You know, like, you know how, like, you can sometimes, like, you can join an Uber in transit if it's on the way? I saw an image of someone was like, yeah, man, Young Stroker the Body Snatcher is going to be joining your Uber in the next 20 minutes. And it's like, get me out of this fucking car. And would you share a car ride with Uber passenger Young Stroker the Body Snatcher? Would you? Do you think you judge a book by its cover? Would you be prejudiced against him? You know, would you think you, or do you would you be willing to make a new friend, right? Would you be willing to possibly, you know, embark on a journey of discovery, forgiveness, learning a lesson to not judge a book by its cover, you know, or would you allow yourself to fall prey to prejudice and miss out on possibly, you know, the greatest new friend of your life? Oh fuck, there's an arch-violent right here. Okay, let me get my fucking thing out. Whoops. Not Detroit, but you're a demon in Atlanta. Yeah, they know you in Atlanta, brother. They know you, man. They call you Steve Urkel, the fucking Gurkle Garkle master, you know. Steve Glarkle, as they call him. Do you think they ever did like a, like, you know how they do like porn parodies of like The Simpsons and like Pokemon, and it's like, go like Fuckachu, and it's like a dude dressed as Pikachu, you know, with like his dick is painted yellow with like a little like, oh fuck, what the fuck are you doing here? His like dick is painted yellow and he's got like a big like, you know, like little Pikachu spots on his penis, you know, and he calls it, I see you want to see my penis chew. And she goes, wow, Pikachu, your penis chew is so handsome, and blah, 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 blah. Do you think they ever made a porn parody of Urkel? Do you think that would, do you think they called him like Steve Gurkle because like girls go Gurkle on him? Do you think that's ever something that's been happened? That you think that's ever something that would happen? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Do you think that's a world you'd want to live in if ow, do you fucking mind? Jesus Christ. Steve Gurgle? Yeah, exactly. I think that's Cogran's lawyer's name, actually. Gurk G. Glarkelson, I think was his name. Nobody seems to want to answer the, I know how to fucking play this thing. I like how nobody seems to want to answer the question if they ever made an Urkel porn parody. I feel like it's something worth talking about. I don't know. I don't know, man. You guys are missing out on very interesting conversation is all I'll say, right? Fucking, where's the arch file? Alright, I'll do squats after this section. Be quiet and start squatting. I bet you say that to all the boys, huh? Huh? Pretty sure you've seen Urkel porn. Yeah, I'm not talking about just Urkel porn. I'm talking about like an Urkel porn parody put on by like a studio. Guy who watches Family Matters thinks, I wonder if Urkel is slanging. I feel like you're allowed to ask these questions. Can I, no, I wanted you... Woo. Hello? 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 Fuck. Alright, let's do some squats. Okay, let's do some squats. Here we go. Okay. Oh, let me stretch. Oh, I've been sitting down too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Alright. Urkel and Sonic are the same guy? Do you think Chris Chan knows that? Do you think Chris Chan knows that? Do you think if Chris Chan knew that when he made the Sonichu medallion, do you think he would have incorporated Urkel in the design? Do you think if you give Urkel the Sonichu medallion, it'll invoke some kind of like ancient pact and it'll like, I don't know, like release some kind of like ancient demon or something? Urkelchu? Exactly, Urkelchu. I don't know, man. I'm still pretty pleased with, I feel like, I don't know, man. Where's Penis Chew when you need him? Where the fuck is Penis Chew when you need him? That's the question, brother. That's the question. Crunch. Oh, here you are. Stop teleporting. That's not fair. That is not who I'm looking for. I need a health kit. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Fuck! God damn it! Shit! I don't want to use the BFG. I want to actually. You know what? I'd probably just can use the BFG, and then because then I could just do the Marauder with the other stuff. Wonder how that investigation Sonichu medallion panned out for the irate gamer. I didn't. I don't know, man. I feel like I'd rather have Cursed Aztec Gold than the Sonichu medallion because the Sonichu medallion, like like, not only is it, like, fucking evil, it also just looks dumb. It looks dumb as hell, man. I'm sorry. The Sonichu medallion looks fucking stupid. I know it's an actual cursed object, and, like, it's definitely got some sort of, like, connection with like, the 9 Princes of Hell or whatever, but it just looks fucking ugly. Just give me the cursed gold. I don't know. When do we get a Malphun medallion? I mean, I do want to eventually, I do want to eventually make, keychains. I have the art for keychains, I just want to, I just need to, get them made, and eventually, because it's like, I would need to, like, partner with, like, a merch place, and I don't have anything like that. Oh my god. Oh my god, do you mind? You fucker. There should be like a health kit around here somewhere. There you are. Chris Bohr is a professional ghost hunter. I don't know who that is. Would you guys wear a Malphun medallion? Would you love it? Would you care for it? You know? I have like an idea of like a little Tilly keychain and then like a Malphun keychain. I think those would be quite cute. All right, we can fight you. Ow! Oh my god. There we go. Christ in heaven. Gott in Himmel. Wasn't the Malphun medallion, wearing the Malphun medallion getting bullied so hard I pee my pants in front of everybody? And even if you weren't bullied, that thing would just make you pee your pants. I'm sorry, man. That's like the secret like mechanism behind that thing. It just makes you pee yourself. I'm sorry, brother. That's just how that shit works. You put that thing on and your bladder fills up non-stop. You know, it's honestly, if you were like dying in the desert of thirst, you put that medallion on and you can drink your own pee for the next 3 weeks. You'll live, dog. You'll live, right? I mean, you'll live, but like you'll die in other ways, but you'll live. Where do I want to go? Here? Elevator? Oh, health kit. I'd let my online Julie GF convince me to put it up. Retracted statement. Oh man, that's how you get that's how you get plastic in you. That's how you get shards of plastic in your urethra, and you do not want that there. You know, I feel like there's very few things you want in your urethra. I think the Nintendo DS stylus is like the most popular thing that people put in their urethras. I wouldn't do it myself, but I think I've heard a lot of people who really enjoy that kind of thing. That's like the big hit apparently is the Nintendo DS stylus. Is to put in your pee hole. I don't know, man. Wow, the map that I'm not gonna use. For the 12mm up there while playing Elden Ring. Now, I can't advise you doing that, but I can tell you, if you do that, I recommend you stream it like somewhere on Kick or something. I think that would make you a lot of money until you got your cock and balls blown off. The humble sewing needle? Ah, you're such an evil woman. Why don't you do it then, girl? You do it then. You're gonna fucking bring sewing needles up. Oh my god, I don't care about the story. People always used to put DS cards in their mouth, the ones they didn't choke to death became games journalists. Do you think if you... which way am I going? Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to go down? Supposed to go up? Can I?
This facility was built in secret.
Didn't they have to make DS cards taste really sour because people kept eating them? I mean, like, they couldn't have tasted that good, right? They put better spray on DS cards, found out the hard way. Do you guys think that the non-bitter spray DS cards go for more money? Like, if you were like, hey man, like, I'll sell you this DS card, it doesn't have the spray on it, you know? What am I doing? Hello? Game? Game? Oh. There we go. Do you think no because they're pre-licked? That is true actually. You wouldn't be able to, well, what's the year they start? You could technically probably figure it out if you just had it before. If you found the date in which they started applying the bitterness spray or whatever, and you were just like, hey man, you know, this was made before, like, I don't know, 2009 or whatever, so it won't have the bitterness spray on it, right? I think that would be pretty good. I think there's an untapped market for unsprayed DS cartridges that people are just waiting to tap into, right? No, then Schrodinger's game card. Come on, man. You wouldn't want to take the gamble. You wouldn't want to take the bet. You know, what if you lick it and it's the best tasting DS card you've ever had? What if you're just like, god damn, I've been waiting my whole childhood for this shit, man. This is so good. This brings me back to when my parents weren't divorced. I love it. I love it so much. You know, mom, dad, I need you to taste this and get married again. And they're just like, this is why we fucking sent you to fat camp every year, you stupid asshole. Creepypasta cartridges are the ones that kids ate and choked on, that's why they're haunted. How do you guys feel about fat camp? Did fat camps ever work? Did you guys ever, like, know anybody who got sent to a fat camp? Do you think it's like, is it like inhumane? I feel like adults would love fat camps. You know, if like you took like an adult person who like wanted to lose weight and was like, we're gonna send you to fat camp, that would be so good. They'd be like, what the fuck, an all expenses paid, completely free trip for me to lose weight? Hello? That's so good. You know, that shit's spoiled on kids, right? Fuck. Getting mono from the eBay listed unbidder DS cart. Yeah, wow, you can't win them all. Adults are less likely to lose weight. Oh, I can grab this, can't I? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. But it's like if they're willing to go, right? You know, I guess it'd be one of those. Well, I guess if they're willing to go to a fat. Well, no, if they're willing to go to a fat camp, they'd also be willing to go to the gym. But like, if you offered someone the chance to go to a place where they're like meals are made for them, like all they have to do is exercise. You know, they don't have to work. Blah blah blah. You know, I think that would work. Some fat camps were good. Most of the ones that didn't try to scare straight little 4th graders by grabbing their house at 5 a.m. and kidnapping role plays. I don't know what the mindset was on parents who were just like, you know what's gonna work? You know what's gonna be a really good idea is if we You know what's gonna be a really good idea is if we make our child think that we're allowing them to be taken by masked men in a van in the middle of the night. That will surely help them to form emotional bonds and give them the desire to stop being like little troublemakers and smoking cigarettes. Like, I'm sorry, man, all that's gonna get you is your kid's just gonna be more likely to stab you in your sleep. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know who in the fucking black pits of hell thought that was a smart plan. You are out of your mind. You've lost it, friend. You've lost the plot. Hi, Sotak. Well. Look who it is. It's me. Hi, Sotak. Hello. How are you doing? How late were you up? How late did you sleep? I slept until like 4 a.m. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on yesterday. It was a blast. I was a little disappointed that I didn't get to push you off the mountain screaming and crying into your untimely demise. But you know what? There's always next time, Smile. There's always next time. You seem to be upset. I like it. I like this guy's fruity little sidestep. You stupid asshole. Hey, stop hitting me. That's rude. What if I chainsaw you? Chainsaw, ass raw, Smile. You slept for a nice long time since it rains a bunch like I hope. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I think I woke up at like, it was fucked up. I woke up at like 11 and my body just didn't want to go back to sleep. But I was like, I know that if I try to get up and do stuff, I'll get tired in like an hour and then I'll go back to sleep at like noon and won't wake up till like 5 p.m. So I went back to sleep, but I still didn't wake up until like 4:30. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to do an execution on that guy. That's disappointing. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. I can do this. Surely there's no problem here. Surely, oh, man. I do appreciate, you know what? I do appreciate that the demons of hell, like, they don't seem to have any, like, all that's required for you to be, like, a crazy, like flame-wielding, spell-casting nightmare is you just have to be a demon. Like, everybody gets to be included. It doesn't look like, and they're just like, actually, you're an imp demon, so you're not welcome in, like, the undulating, like screaming flesh palaces of the underworld. No, everybody's welcome. You also have to go fight Doom Guy, which I guess is a different problem. But, you know, they're very egalitarian. I'm gonna blast you to 1,000,008,000,000,000 pieces and then explode you. What the fuck? What part of explode you did you not get? Thank you, God. Turned you into a fucking torso. Put a bag over his head, sent him into paradise. Last time was fun. Really glad you joined us. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I have Dark Tide installed now, so I can play with you guys for that too. So it'll be good. I also I've been meaning to watch your video about the patch notes for Dark Tide Mansion. Yeah, I was gonna play Dark Tide with Sotek and Vera and Melisandre, I think is how you pronounce her name. Last night off stream. That would have been off stream for me, but yeah, we didn't end up doing it. We ended up playing Peak because somebody did not have the game installed, and that somebody was me. Actually, smile. Melisande. Ah, thank you. Yes, I wasn't too far off. All right, I'm gonna shoot you in your little fucking rascal. Do you guys think that once we invent hoverboard technology, that they're eventually gonna be applying it to stuff like the little motorized wheelchairs that people that really old people use at the grocery store? Do you think you're gonna do you think that the disabled people in the little motorized carts in the grocery store are gonna be like meow, floating around on little hover chairs? I think that would be pretty good use of our time, right? I think that would be pretty solid. I would honestly want that. You also didn't have it installed? Yeah, I know. Hell yeah, brother. I don't even know. I think on my non-stream account I have a level 30 psyker, but I don't have anything on this one. Hey man, I'll see you later. I like how these guys are just like, thanks dog, I'm fucking off. I'm gonna go take a snooze. Yeah man, me too brother. Me too brother. Fellow psycher enjoyer. I've tried to play the other classes. They'd be too cheap for hover tech. That is true. I just think it would be cool, you know? Like, I would like, have you ever ridden on one of those things? I got in a lot of trouble once because I took one out of the store and was doing donuts on it in the parking lot. I got really scolded. I didn't get banned from a grocery store, but I got told like, hey man, if you do that again, you're gonna get banned. You're gonna get banned if you do that again. All right. I think we are all set with Doom for tonight. Walmart says you get tires even in the distant future. I mean, you know, hey, I guess if it works, right? You can't complain. But I just think it would be a little more exciting. I feel like the world would be a better place. How old was I when you did that? I don't know. Not super young, but not super old. Definitely old enough to know better. Let's do a jiggy. We'll do a jiggy and then we'll be done. Give me treads, man. Oh, yeah. I feel like, man, tank treads are better than tires, right? Because all you have to do is replace the chain instead of the, like, you have to replace, what, 2 chains instead of 4 wheels if something goes wrong? I feel like that's way better. Let's pick some cute art. Ooh, let's do this one. Okay. Can't always complain nonsense. I can always complain. It's my superpower. You know, it's if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. What they say, right? Let's see. Nope. Yes, this one. Okay. All right, jiggy time. Come jiggy with me. Come get jiggy with it, as they say. Okay. Please help me. If you don't help me get jiggy with it, I will not be able to complete this puzzle. I'm so bad at puzzles. Please, God, somebody. Let's see. It's just, I feel that, like, functionally, tank treads are, like, they have to be better, right? They have to be low. No one help him. Don't be mean to me. Malfondi's nuts. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck are you? You monster. I don't know. I just feel that, like, I feel like tank treads have to be lower maintenance, right? Keep them there forever. This will be the endless stream. We'll never leave. Hey, what do you do? Excuse you. You have to. I will kick you if you grief the puzzle. I will just kick you if you grief the puzzle. Don't make me do it. I just feel that, like, I don't know if they are or are they not. I feel like they should be tank treads, right? running over the unattended 2-year-old at Walmart with my shredded rascal weighed down by 650-pound fold, turning the child into paste. Yeah, and then they just scrape him up off the floor and they sell him as like reconstituted, like, you know, ground infant, right? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let's see, where does this go? I don't know where what goes where. I do know what this is a picture of, though. Obviously because I picked it out, but this music kind of fucks, actually. That's how they get those long tubes of bologna. I mean, like, have you guys seen, like, at the deli counter, you can buy, like, when you buy sliced ham, they come in, like, these gigantic meat obelisks, you know? Those big ham bricks, like, that's, like, 6 pigs, like, strained through a meat processor, emulsified, and crunched down into a rectangle. I'm sorry, there's nothing of God's kingdom in that thing, you know? That's like an unholy meat construction. Devilish. Evil. I think this goes up here. Whoopsie. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Must be the other eye. Hi, Ogerin. Like, I appreciate like the ease of access they've made sliced meats, you know? Because, like, back in the day, the only dude slicing meat was a dude whose whole job was to slice meat. And now, like, pretty much anybody can do it, right? Like, if you've got, like, a knife at home, you can slice meat. You know, back in the day, you'd have to go to, like, the butcher, you know? Now, but since they've started creating these meat bricks at the deli, you can just buy a piece of that and take it home and cut it whenever you want. So I think that's a big step forward in society, that we can all slice meat on our own. That being said, I do I do think we should reconsider the structure in which we provide this meat. I think rectangles is like the least appealing. You used to go to school to be a delicatessen butcher. That's what I'm saying, right? I don't know. I feel like that's like, I mean, I know that's a lost art, right? Like being like a butcher is like a lost art, you know? Like there's like a lot of the dudes who do it nowadays are like trained by other guys on the job, and those guys were trained by you know, just the guys who were trained then. Very few people now do it as like a long-term profession. There's very few people who are like butchers by trade rather than like butchers because they need the job. The meat clown was the pinnacle of human meat processing. I don't know, man. I've been really on the pyramids these days. I think Fernie's here. Hi, Fernie. I think they should make I think that they should that like I was telling earlier, I think that we should move past the water bottle as a cylinder, and we should create the water pyramids. You know, I feel like, again, the triangle is like the whoopsies. The triangle is like the ideal shape. You know, it's the sturdiest. It has the most sides. It's the strongest. Where do you go? Where does this piece go? Here? Here? There we go. Did this song just say you got a pee so bad? Is this song like... Is this song giving me subliminal message to go take a leak? I don't know, man. I mean, that's fine. I really don't need to be told that badly. I'll just go eventually. But you know, do you think that that's like a thing that people do, like that? Like, I feel like subliminal messages to use the bathroom would be really good in music that they played in like airports before you got on your flight. Would you guys be mad if it came out that they were like doing that, like subliminally messaging you to go take a pee before you got on your flight? Do you think that would be some kind of ethics violation? I don't think so. I think that would be a really good use of otherwise evil technology, right? I think that would be that would be pretty solid. Prefer to piss on the plane? You gotta piss in the toilet, Alex. Come on, man. We've been over this. I don't know how many times do I have to tell you? You gotta put it and get it in the bowl, dog. Make him listen to brown note while in flight. All right, man. That's evil. Is the brown note real? Is there really something that you can do, like a sound you can play to make people shit themselves? I feel like we should use that in combat. Like, do you think that, we did it. This is me as the Vegas orb. The Malforb, exactly. Can you imagine if we saw this from your hotel room? That would be crazy. Simply because the toilet is cool. The toilet is cool, yeah. But don't piss on the plane. You're shitting yourself. Stop it. You're shitting yourself. I just think, I kind of want to get to the end of this train of thought. Is that, like, I feel like if we did have a sonic wave to make people shit themselves, I feel like that would not be considered. Would that be considered biological warfare? Because you're invoking a biologic response, but you're like, it's like a sonic attack, right? You know? Oop. Hello? Tracking? Hi? Hello? Probably. It would probably be considered poopy rage. Shut up. We're not calling it that. You should put it on my soundboard. I'm not putting it on my soundboard. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hi. Hi. Mwah. I don't know. I just think it's worth thinking about. You know, it's worth considering that, you know, if it exists out there, the American government can probably do it to you at range. Do you think that'd be really fucked up if there was some dude with like a fucking vendetta against somebody else, and he was in control of the CIA's brown note device, and he was like, I see you're trying to go on a date with a new woman. It would sure be a shame if you shit yourself right now, and hit him with the fucking brown note beam. Do you think, like, I bet there's somebody out there. I bet there is one sick son of a bitch in control of the brown note beam. And he is like watched like a hawk. They're just like, you better not. You better fucking not. Do not DM me poopy pants noises. Thank you. Do not DM me farting on your roommate's door. Biological warfare is me shooting you with a gun since bleeding has a biological function. Okay, I see where you're coming from. I see your point on that one. Their head would explode before they lost bowel control. Sound warfare is weird stuff. What if you pointed it at their belly? Smile. Just point it at the belly. Smile. Someone needs to make one of those memes with inspirational music and slow nature video reels with my ramblings over it. I just think it's worth considering. You know? Like, I think there's a guy out there, you know, instead of, like, it's not the dude with the nuclear codes that you want to worry about. It's the guy with the brown note beam, right? Because, like, you imagine, like, he decides to turn against the government, and he's making U.S. dignitaries shit themselves in every single important meeting in, like, the Middle East or with, like, foreign powers, and it's like, American government officials now well known for shitting their pants in front of other world elites. You know, that would probably do a lot worse to our reputation as a nation rather than, like, tariffs. You know, I don't know, being known as Poopy Pants Nation, that'd be a lot worse. That's all I'm saying, is you don't want to be known as the Poopy Pants Nation. They'd have a sound baby. Maybe. You could just date ABTL. It's evil. Awful evil. Your vibration would have to be severe enough that it would cause people's sphincters to loosen. I can't imagine that being possible without just destroying their body. Oh, that, you know what? Scientifically, you're probably correct. It's probably very true. But what if it was really funny? What if? That's what you got to think about, is what if? No, all right, we're not doing brighter poopy pants. We're raiding out. Who are we gonna go raid? Who's live? Let's see. Is Vera still live? Let's see. Let's see. Vera was live earlier. Is Vera still live? No. Halbernacht is live. We haven't. He's playing XCOM. I would rate him if he was doing I want to rate him when he does his next models. Almontas. Almontas is somebody who I have not met personally yet, but I've seen him around. He follows the channel. I think he's a friend of Sotek, so I think we're gonna go say hi to Almontas. Shitting themselves, that's advanced tech. That's true. That's true. I mean, like, listen, the poop technology is not there yet. Yeah, all right. Raid message is not poop related. You can do anything you want, just don't make it a poop message, okay? All right, we're gonna go say hi. He's doing a hand cam. He's doing Japanese, it looks like, or Chinese. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't quite parse that. Anyway, all right. I'll see you guys probably on Monday for a little Undertale stream, or I'm sorry, Deltarune. We'll do some Deltarune. Not poop. Yeah, not poop related raid. Thank you. No, do like big smile raid, big happy smile raid. Okay, big smile raid. Okay, please. I'm asking you. I haven't met this person formally yet. Please do big smile raid. I'm asking you, like, on my knees. Do not do poop related. Do not do anything like that. Please. No, please. I'm asking you genuinely. Please do big smile, okay? All right. I love you guys. I'll see you on Monday for some Deltarune, okay? Hugs and kisses. Good night. Mwah. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah.